wisdom of 10. We got a 14 in dexterity, 6 in constitution, and a 10 in charisma.
Okay, nice. Alright, so at least you've got one good score, which is your dexterity.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And then Steven, it's your turn. How would you like to roll your dice?
You roll for me.
Okay. So it's going to be 3 6-siders. Alright, so off to a terrible start. I'm just kidding. 8's not too bad. It's just not average. Let's see. Slightly below average. 8 strength. Intelligence is 10. Okay. Wisdom is 11. Okay. And dexterity is 11. Alright. And constitution is 14. And charisma is 13. Okay. Alright, so not too bad. 2 very good scores. You're very tough and you're very charismatic. Alright, not too bad. Let's see. Next is going to be for Tulio. So, Tulio, how would you like to roll the dice?
You can roll it.
Okay. You got a strength of 10. You've got an intelligence of 15. You've got a wisdom of 12. Oh. Sorry. Okay. You've got a dexterity of 11. A constitution of 11. And a charisma of 13. Okay. So, wait, was that everyone? No, wait. Giovanni's next. Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Let's see. Do you want to use the bot or?
I'll use the ball.
Okay, sounds good. Roll when ready.
Oh shoot! First one's a 5.
Oh shoot! Dang it!
It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I got.
All right, everything else
13
is decent. Okay.
Yeah.
It's one very bad score.
Yeah, thanks. No.
Character has little to no muscle.
Alright.
Okay. So now that you've all rolled your scores, we're moving into step 2 of 6. So that's going to be choosing your class. In our group, we play D&D BX, but we do have a house rule. Our characters start at level 0, which means that they have no experience yet, and therefore they're not very good at their jobs yet. But they do still pick a job, they do still pick a role that they'll, of course, be responsible for fulfilling in the group. And they'll have training, they'll know what to do, and they'll have, hopefully, the equipment that will enable them to do their job based on what they pick, which depends on how much money you roll up and what you pick to purchase at the start. So anyway, what's important to know though is that you are still picking your job, but you're not good at it yet. You have to gain experience. So your job options, or your classes, right, as they're known in D&D, are the classic 4 human classes and the 3 demi-human classes, and we have 2 house rule classes as well from AD&D. We just bring it into our BX game. So the 4 human classes, of course, that you might be familiar with are, of course, cleric, fighter, magic user, and thief. Okay, and then the 3 demi-human classes you have available to you is dwarf, elf, and halfling. The 2 house rule classes, which are kind of just for our BX group, is ranger and paladin. Okay, so you have 9 choices total. Starting with Kinyo, you're going to pick first, and I'm going to give you recommendations based on your abilities. Since you're very dexterous, it's highly recommended you should play either a thief or a halfling possibly, or not a halfling because you have a low constitution, sorry. A thief or maybe a ranger. Other good classes for you would basically be any class except dwarf and halfling. So fighter's good, magic user, cleric, paladin, but the best for you is going to be thief and ranger. So what do you think?
Let's go with ranger.
Okay, sounds good. As a ranger, your character is going to be very good in the wilderness. They are very good at hunting monsters from behind and from places where the monsters are unaware. So, also known as kind of just backstabbing them like a thief. Let's see, they've also got very good bow skills and let's see, hiding skills.
Wait, if I am a thief, do I get an extra bonus action as a feat later on, like at level 3 or 4 or something?
You do get better at the skills that you have, or yeah, you do get better at the things that thieves are good at. They have a list of skills for the rules. Basically, anytime you attempt a thief-like action, you have a chance to do it exceptionally better than anyone else, naturally. So skills that others can't typically normally do, but you have a way to do it so that you're not contested based on your level of...
Okay, actually, can I switch it to thief?
Yeah, these have definitely a lot more skills, but they're not as combat proficient, I suppose, as rangers are. So
Yeah.
okay. All right, so you're a thief. I gotta find my ratio.
Crippled orphan boy with 6 constitution. Skinny like a skeleton.
Yes.
6 is better than 5.
That's constitution, it's so messed up.
All right. So let's see. That is for Kinyo. Next is gonna be Gold's turn. So Gold, you've got 16 strength, 14 wisdom. It's highly recommended you play either a fighter, cleric, or paladin. What is your pick?
You know, it's very weird how often I get to be like some holy motherfucker. My last 5 characters have been paladins and clergymen. And
Yeah.
I suggest we go with another fucking paladin.
Okay, very well. So your Chivalric Holy Knight then. Let's see.
My family extends to a long religious line of paladin and clergymen.
Sounds
I
good.
also believe there once was a dwarf.
Yeah, there was a few dwarfs in your family. Or there were. Let's see. Alright, sounds good. Now it's gonna be Steven's turn. Steven, you've got very good constitution and charisma, so the high recommendations for you are dwarf, fighter, and halfling, but mainly dwarf and halfling.
Can I be a ranger?
You can, yeah. Rangers at least need they need mainly dexterity, so you have a decent dexterity. Alright. So you are a ranger. And then Tulio, your character is very intelligent and decently wise and charismatic. So it's highly recommended you play either a magic user or a cleric, elf, or a maybe even a paladin or yeah. So something like that.
What's my dexterity?
Your dexterity is 11, so it's good. It's average, but not great.
I'm sorry, what's my highest stat?
Your highest is intelligence. Your intelligence is 15. So it's recommended you play an elf or a magic user the most.
So, what if I do a ranger? Is that gonna be alright?
A ranger? Yeah, that's fine. You can be a ranger.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Alright. And then, last but not least, Giovanni, what class would you like?
My highest is intelligence, no? Or
Yes.
very well, actually.
Intelligence is 13,
I guess
dexterity is
not.
15, charisma is 14.
Dexterity is 16?
Your dexterity is 15,
Oh,
1
probably
5.
thief then, no?
Yeah, thief, magic user, very good choices for you.
I think I'll stick with thief for now. Since
Okay.
I don't have a class yet, if I live long enough, I'll switch my shoes to go.
Yeah, and thieves level up the fastest, so you'll probably hit your class sooner than everyone else if you pick thief.
Yeah, that's what
Alright,
Yeah,
sounds good.
sounds good.
Okay, so yeah, you guys are still technically normal men, level 0, but you can still pick your job, and you can still change your job in the future if you want. You just need some experience before you can actually see any, of course, real benefits, of course, from your chosen job. The more you practice it, the better you will get naturally. Alright, so now we're going to go into rolling your hit points, which will reflect how hard your character can be hit before they're killed. And when you're killed in our group, you're out. You're done. Yeah. So you can come back to play another time, but you'll roll a new character. So death is permanent here. As soon as you're dead, you're out of the match. So let's see. The goal of our group is survival. Live to tell the tale of how you guys get your golden glory and how you use it. Let's see. Alright, so moving on to hit points. Everyone here is rolling 1d4 for their hit points. So a 4-sider, or you will type in /roll space 1d4. Okay? So we are rolling hit points right now. So everyone can roll at the same time. You don't have to wait. If you want me to roll for you, just let me know and I'll roll for you as well.
Alright.
I can do that.
Can you roll for me?
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
So I'll roll for Steven and Tulio, it sounds like.
Yeah.
And gold?
Gold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so Kinyo, you scored 2. Your adjustment is -1. So unfortunately, you'll be starting with 1 maximum hit point. Gold? Yeah, unfortunate. Gold, you have 1 to 4. Your adjustment is 0. Let's see. 4,
No, I'm
you
a
get max.
paladin, so I have a D8, don't I?
Not yet. Like we were kind of going over, you guys are actually still normal humans. Or
Oh, 0.
dead
Oh, yeah.
humans.
Okay,
Yeah, you're level 0. So you actually don't have the paladin hit die yet until you reach 1,000 points of experience. So, alright, your skills will have to be earned instead of you don't start with any skills quite yet. You're just you're all just men. So eventually, once you prove yourself, you'll show real signs of change in skill. Okay. Let's see. Our ranger here, Steven's character. Let's see, Steven, I was gonna roll for you, right? So let's see what we get. A 2. Alright, your adjustment is +1, so you start with 3 maximum hit points. And then Tulio, you got a 0 adjustment, and looks like I'm rolling for you as well. You got a 2 as well. So 2 maximum hit points. For Giovanni, you rolled a 1. Your adjustment is 0,
Yeah.
so you've got 1.
Makes sense. Alright.
Unfortunate. Alright. So,
Yeah, these-
yeah. In reality, of course, in OD&D, the average hit points for men are 2, but 2 is not much different from 1. If you get hit in combat, just like in real life, you're either wounded or dead, right? So that's just how it's going to be in this game too. If you get hit, you have a chance to be either wounded or killed. That's it. So, just don't get hit, use cover, use concealment, and you'll be good. Okay. Let's see, so, Kinyo, Gold, Steven, Tulio, and Giovanni, the next step number 4, you're going to roll your money. So it's 3d6, okay? If I'm rolling for you, just let me know. If you're going to use the bot, do /roll space 3d6, okay?
Can I be rolled for?
Yep. Alright, so this is Steven's
Yeah,
roll.
I've been using about the entire time, as well stick with it.
Okay.
Okay. 7.
Nice. Oh, unfortunate, actually. So, let's see. I just rolled for Steven just now, I think. Steven, you got 110 coppers at the start.
I think
Okay.
you did 10.
Yep. And then,
Oh, so we're back to those rules, huh?
yeah. Let's see. Gold, you rolled. Oh, I'm rolling for you. Looks like.
Yeah, you're rolling for me.
Alright, unfortunately you have 80 only, so slightly below average. Let's see. Kinyo, you rolled a 15, so you have 150. That's above average. Yeah, it's really good. Okay.
Good at stealing.
Tulio, you're starting with 100. Okay. And then, yeah, Giovanni, you're starting with 70. So this is your character's net worth. This is like all the money they have. You know, this is what they had kind of totaled prior to, of course, switching their job occupation to adventure. Naturally, you guys weren't adventurers before this, or before you started playing. Your characters were just kind of like normal men, right? From rags to riches. They were just kind of free men, right? They're not slaves, they're not serfs, they're not nobles, nothing like that. They're just free men, right? And this is their worth. They're going to use it to, of course, purchase the gear that they might need to, of course, begin their career in adventuring, right? And actually, eventually, you guys might retire, stop adventuring, stop campaigning, and, you know, settle down, find a normal job. But the idea is that when you play D&D, you play as an adventurer, and you join up with a group of other players that want to go on adventures too. Naturally, in the end, you get to choose what you want to do. Of course, you don't have to, but if you want to make progress in the game and have more freedom to do what you want, you need money and you need power, right? And adventuring is a good way to get that. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Picking out your gear. This is the longest part of the character creation, so I'll try to advise you of what you should get, and then of course you can pick out what you want though, right? So we'll just go turn-based, and if it's not your turn, I highly recommend you look into the list of items channel and get an idea of what you want, okay? So you'll have, whatever you roll, that's how many copper pieces you have, CP, okay? So if you roll, for example, 150 total, you have 150 copper, so when you look at the list of items channel, you can see like how that, of course, will help you purchase certain items in the game, right? If there's anything not listed, just let me know. I can see if you can purchase it or not to start. Alright, we're going to start with King Yo though. So King Yo, you got 150 coppers. You chose Thief, so you need to buy gear that a thief needs, or a thief requires, or should have to do their job. First thing you'll need is a set of clothes or armor, right? Some basic apparel to protect your body, okay? So just starting off, we should probably get you some footwear. So what kind of footwear do you want? Some options include sandals, shoes, and boots.
Let's see. Does their weight affect by dexterity or anything?
So weight will affect your speed, but also the heavier the shoe, the more protective it is. So it can reduce the damage or possible risk of course, a trap cutting off your feet, like if you step into a spike, or if you go into murky water, right? Leeches, things like that. So if you have boots, they're heavier, cumbersome, but they're more protective, right? So.
Sure, yeah. What's that? So boots, sandals. What was the third one?
The middle one is shoes.
I guess I'll just get shoes.
Yep. Yeah, that's the kind of most versatile one. Let's see. Alright. So that only costs 10, so you're... Oh, wrong sheet. Let's see. Alright. So you're at 140 left. Next thing you're going to need is something for your body. So it's highly recommended that you have either a tunic or a robe or a doublet, something for your body, right? Some go with cloaks, but a cloaks is more of a coat, so you still need a tunic or a shirt. Shirts available too. Tunics are just like longer shirts. Let's see.
I'll get a doublet. That sounds cool.
A doublet is it's different from a tunic, only that it's not as long, but it's a thicker shirt basically. So.
Sure, yeah, I'll go with that.
Alright, sounds good. Now you will need something for your legs then. So if you bought a tunic, you don't need pants technically. But since you have a doublet, you'll need some type of pants or something, right? So you can either get trousers, or you can get like tights. You can get hosen, chausises. There's a lot of different options. I think they're all on the clothing list side. But the whole standard is just some trousers or hosen.
Yeah. Which ones do any of them have any like armor on them already, or is this goes underneath armor?
This is underneath. This is just clothing. So this only protects you from the environment, not combat.
Yeah, trousers are fine.
Oh, another one that's really cheap and affordable if you want to get something a little lighter is rays. Rays are like shorts or underwear. They kind of act as both shorts and underwear. So if you want something a little lighter weight and cheaper. You want trousers?
I think I'll go with the trousers, yeah.
Okay. Yep. So you've got your doublet on, you've got your trousers. Okay. You got your shoes. Alright. Also, it's recommended to have something for your waist, a belt to hold everything together and to carry things on your body, right? It's just an extra kind of, yeah.
I'll get a belt.
Sounds good. Or on your waist, yeah. Let's see. Carry your waist. Alright. So far you're down to, let's see, 40, 130, 120. You're at 115, so you still got plenty of funds. Okay. So now we're gonna move into the next most important part, which is armor. If you want any body armor, armor is very expensive in OD&D. So most characters, peasants, right, freemen like yourselves, won't actually buy armor early on because it's so expensive. The only armor you might afford yourself are shields because they're very, cheap and affordable, easily replaced. So shields are what you're looking to get. But if you do want body armor, the cheapest body armor that actually might benefit you is gambesons and helmets. Those are the only ones you might be able to afford. Gambesons are padded armor, cloth armor. Helmets are, of course,
Yeah,
for your head.
I'd like, helmet sounds good.
Okay,
Hey,
so
can I get a mask too?
a mask? Yep, mask is available. So mask is to protect your face against chemicals, things like that, smoke. So something that covers your face. So you've got a mask.
Cool.
Alright. And then, yep, it's just a normal cloth mask. And then you'll need a helmet. There's 3 sizes. The only ones you can afford are the normal sized helmet, which protects your head and neck, or head and face. Only 2 of the 3. And then, of course, that costs 100 coppers, though. It gives you -1 AC against melee attacks, -2 AC against missiles. The cheaper one is the light helmet. It gives you no protection against melee, but it does give you protection against missiles, possibly. That only protects just your head, basically.
Never mind. I don't want a helmet.
Okay, so skip the helmet. The other things you can get is environmental protection. So naturally, without shoes, right, if you walk on something sharp, you might take damage or it might slow you down, right? So for the head, same thing. Without a hood or a hat, if you're out in a sunny place, you can't see as well. Or if it's raining, right, your hair will be drenched, right? So things like that.
I'll go for a hood.
Okay, sounds good. So you've got a hooded mask.
Yeah.
Alright. Now we'll move on to weapons. Okay, weapons are very important. You're down to 105 coppers right now. Still got plenty of funds. And you don't have to spend all of this, by the way. You just need to get what you need. So if you want to save it or use it for your crewmates, you can do that too. Weapons, so yeah.
I suppose. Anything that I could use like that?
What did you say? Crossbows?
Yeah, you got crossbows.
Yes, we have 3 sizes: light crossbows, normal crossbows, and heavy, also known as latchet, crossbow, and arbalist. So,
How much is that one light crossbow?
light crossbow, I'm gonna double check actually. No one's bought one in a while. Let's see. Alright, so the latchet is 25 coppers. A quiver for it is 5 extra coppers, and then ammunition, 5 coppers, or sorry, 1 copper will get you 5 shots, it looks like.
Okay.
So 1 silver gets you 10 shots. So 5 coppers will get you 5 shots. 1 copper will get you 1 shot. Yeah. So it's 1 for 1 basically. 1 copper for 1 shot. All
Can I
right.
dual wield?
Latchets, yes, they are light crossbows. You can dual wield them and use them on horseback.
Okay, I want to buy 2 of those.
Okay.
And I guess 20 bolts or whatever they are called.
Sounds good. So latchets, you've got 2. They cost you 50. You have 2 quivers on your belt, or sorry, just 1. You only need 1. So you've got a quiver on your belt. You've got your corals, which is the ammunition. You want 20 shots. 20 shots will cost you 20 coppers.
You think that's too many?
Yeah, that might be too many shots. You probably won't fire more than a few per adventure.
I could go with like 10.
10 shots? Okay. Alright, so you got 10 corals, you got 1 quiver, 2 latchets, total price came to 65 coppers. You're down to 40 coppers left. Alright, so you've got weapons, you've got armor. Now you might want tools and supplies to do your job. As a thief, one thing that a lot of thieves have are lockpicks, right? Lockpicks to unlock the most heavily guarded treasures, typically. Other things will be like tools like crowbars to just force them open, or 10-foot poles to detect traps, ropes and hooks, hammers and spikes, right? Multiple reasons. What kind of tools do you want?
Do the ropes and hooks. That sounds cool.
Okay, yep, so it'll help with climbing, securing things, yep. You got a rope and hook, grapple hook.
see. Like medicine, like potions. Can I buy potions?
Yep. So well, let's see. Rope and hook. By the way, you wanted a 50-foot rope? Is that fine? It'll cost you 1 silver or 10 coppers. I mean.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah,
And
that
the
sounds
grapple
good.
hook as well. Let's see. I'm gonna double check the price on the grapple hook. It's gonna cost you, I think. Let's see. It shouldn't be too expensive. Hook. Hook is 25. Grapple hook. Okay.
Oh, okay. Maybe just the rope then for now.
Okay, so the rope is just 10. So you're at 30. And you skip the grappling hook. Something that's cheaper than the grappling hook is just spikes and hammers. So a spike and a small hammer. You can't really throw it, but it's secure.
Climb stuff.
Yeah, like it helps you tie or secure the rope to stuff, you know? So as you're climbing, if you want to secure the rope to the top of a tower so the rest of your crew can climb as well. Because thieves are technically the only class that can climb sheer surfaces without any tools. But the rest of the crew can't, right? Let's see. So, yep, you'll, I guess, buy the rope and the hammer and spikes. You will need a
Yeah,
bag
yeah.
to put this in, though. The rope you can wear around you, but the hammer and spikes, you'll need some type of bag.
Oh, like a satchel.
Yeah, is that okay? You want a satchel?
That for pounds? Yeah, sure.
Okay. We got we got your hammer, we got this. And you only need a small hammer, but would you like a normal sized hammer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that cost extra?
Normal sized hammer is 5, a small hammer is 3.
Let's go. Yeah, let's do the normal size.
Okay. So yeah, normal size is good in 1 or 2 hands basically, whereas a small is only really good in 1 hand, actually. Let's see.
Yeah.
Alright, so it's rope, hammer, and you've got the spikes. How many spikes would you like? I think each one is 1 copper.
How much do I have left? Like 30 something? Maybe like 6. I don't need to go that high.
6,
Maybe,
okay. Yeah, 1 spike is
Yeah.
1 copper. So 6 spikes is 6 coppers.
Sure, let's do that.
Okay, sounds good. You've got 6 spikes, a hammer, a rope, 50 feet long, and you've also got a satchel. Alright, total price, let's see, you were at 30. So now we just spent 10 for the satchel, I think. So that puts us at 20. Then 3 or 5 on the hammer, so that's 15. 6 on the spikes. Or sorry, 10 for the rope, so we're at 15. Okay, so 5. So actually, you only can afford 5 spikes, and that will bring us to 0.
Sure, let's do that. That's fine.
Okay. Yep. Alright, thank you. Alright, that'll be it for now. Good job. Everyone else, thank you for your patience. Moving on to gold now. Gold, you've got 80 coppers. Our recommendation at the start is a holy symbol, so you can compel evil and pray to God. There's 2 kinds, silver and wood. What would you prefer? I guess iron is available too, but that would rust.
I mean, silver or what, wood? Is that what you said?
Yes. So the wood or the silver. Wood is only 5 coppers for a wooden crucifix or holy symbol. Silvered one is 25. You have 80.
Is there any difference in efficiency and usage?
Yes. So the main difference is that wood does have some properties that you can use it for, such as maybe if you wanted to sharpen it into a stake, so you can take on a vampire. Whereas silver is also the weakness of a vampire, right? So if you hit them with a silver crucifix, then they will probably be injured or killed, right?
Okay.
Right. So silver and wood are very good options. Iron, not so much. But iron is, I guess, tougher than wood. That's about it.
I would. I don't see an issue in going with wood.
Alright, sounds good.
We're not gonna be dealing with vampires on the first fucking quest, unless you somehow ramped up the difficulty by like 10 or something.
Depends on where you go, I suppose. What level of the dungeon or what level of wilderness you go into. Wilderness areas, of course, are not,
okay.
you know, separated by level. They're just out in the open, right? So if you go into a cathedral, ruined, and all that, full of vampires, then yeah, it's cooked. Alright, Well, you've got a wooden holy symbol now, plus you 5 or 75 left. Now we're gonna get close. So what would you like for footwear?
Let's go with boots.
Sounds good. Boots are very durable. Now you've got 65 coppers left. What would you like for your body? Are robes okay or something else?
I don't remember the full medieval terms on everything, so if you give me a second. I would like a... Let's go with the just some average ass clothing. I'm not too picky on that.
Okay, robes
Well,
are very
it's
cheap and
even-
affordable. Would you like that? Or do you want a
I shall
tunic?
take the monastery's robes. Yes, please.
Yep, and they cover a lot still for being so cheap.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Alright, so you've got a robe on, and for your belt, do you want a normal belt or do you want to get even more frugal? You can technically use a 5-foot long rope for your belt. It's not very secure, but it can work, right? A lot of monks used it. They didn't really attach weapons to it though.
Let's just keep a normal belt where I can have a weapon on if that's possible.
Alright, you've got a belt on, you get your robes, you get your boots. Do you want anything for your head? Would you like an exterior or an additional hood and mask, or are you okay with just the one that comes with the robe?
I thought the ropes had a hood on them,
They do,
so that's
yeah.
the belief I'm gonna go with.
Yep, they do. So yeah, the question was mainly if you wanted a separate one, like double hood, I guess. You know?
No.
No. Okay.
No, this is not Assassin's Creed.
All right. Very well. Well, it looks like you've got adequate clothing, right? The robes will cover most of your body. If you want something under those robes, though, you know, it's not necessary because the robes, you know, they're not like, it's not like a cloak that opens up, right? It's a robe, so it covers basically everything. If you want something for your genitals, though, you can get brace, right, or trousers, something like that, to protect you under the robe.
I would like to get at least some sort of underwear.
Okay, brace should be
If
enough
that's
then.
possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Along with some socks, if that's something I need to buy.
Socks, you don't need them, but they can be very helpful protecting your feet. In medieval times, mainly noblemen wore socks because they wanted to protect their feet. Maybe sometimes soldiers did, maybe tights or socks, but it's not necessary.
I mean, the Roman state conquered half of the world with just wearing sandals.
Yeah,
Just saying.
yep. So I guess you don't need them, right? You'll just throw on your boots and you're good.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's check out how much money you've got left. 5, 25, 35, 40, 45. Okay, you've got 35 coppers left. Want to look into some weapons now? Or do you want to look into armor still?
I would like to, at the very least, look into a shield.
Okay, very good choice. We have 2 kinds of shields and 3 different sizes for each. So the 2 kinds are shields and pavises. Pavises are basically shields, but they can be, of course, deployed on the ground, right? And just they can stand upright because they've got a kickstand or a stand, right? Very good for archers or sieges.
Yes.
Normal shield is all you need though, but if you want to go extra, you can get a pavis.
Considering I'm not planning on going with many ranged weapons, as this character is just a build for a fighter. Let's just go. You know what? No, let's spend the extra money. Let's go for the pavis.
Pavis, I mean, also the extra money because pavises are not as mobile. So you can get, there's 3 different sizes for the normal shield. There's light shields, which are like bucklers. There's normal shields, which are like heaters and rounds. And there's of course heavy shields, which are like scudums, kites, right? Tower shields. The heavy shield is the same price as a pavis. It's only 20 coppers. And it's basically a more mobile normal pavis, right? Just doesn't have the stand, right? But it has more.
Then let's just go with the classic, like a classic normal shield.
Heavy shield or
Either no, just a
oh
normal
no?
shield.
Okay, so you need more mobile. Okay, so
You said some names, and I sat there thinking, what the hell was that?
yeah, heater shield or round shield are normal sized shields.
You know what? Let's have some fun with this. Let's go full on a round shield.
Okay, sounds good.
It can even be made of wood.
Yeah, they're always made of wood, typically. Metal would be an exception. Right.
Well, I mean, the Romans didn't make them out of bronze. So.
Possibly, yeah. Yeah, piece of bronze, reinforced bronze. Okay. You've got a shield though. It only costs you 10, so you're at 25. And what kind of weapon are you thinking about?
Considering my money, we're gonna go with the best weapon of every age since before the firearm, the spear.
Very good choice.
Nice, spearman.
I mean, let's be honest with you, the spear has just worked.
Yeah, it's really good. Even in our game, it's really good. Okay. That'll cost you 10, so you're at 15 left.
I could go with a. What else should I get?
Alright, some recommendations.
A backpack.
Sure. Backpack is 20, so you only have 15, so you can afford a satchel though. Is that okay?
I'll take the satchel then, yeah.
Alright, well you're at 5 left. Would you like to save it or spend it?
Well, let's go with the presumption I actually am going to survive, so I'm going to keep it.
Okay. Alright, Steven, it's your turn. Everyone else, thank you for your patience. Steven, you're at 110. You want to be a ranger, so the high recommendations for you is to use some ranged weapons, missile weapons like bow and arrows and such. First things first, though. Oh, go ahead.
Can I get a longbow?
Yes, very good choice. Alright, so longbow, quiver, and 10 arrows is 5 coppers, I think. Let me double check though. Yeah, so 10 arrows is 5 coppers. How many arrows would you like? You want 10, 20, 30? 10? Okay. Should be plenty of ammo. Alright, so you've got 10 arrows, you've got a quiver, and you've got a longbow. Alright, so the total cost of all that is 20 coppers. So you're at 90 coppers left. You're going to need some clothing, so something for your feet first. What would you like for your feet?
Just get me everything that you think.
Okay, so I think you need a tunic, a belt, and some shoes. Total price is 25 coppers. Would you like headgear, like a helmet or a hood and cloak or something like that? A hat.
Yeah, give me a helmet.
Okay. The only helmet you can afford at this time is a light helmet, and it mainly only protects you against, of course, the environment and missiles. But in melee combat, it doesn't provide as much protection.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yep. Unless they intentionally aim for the top of your head or side, they'll just go for your neck or your face. Let's see. Alright, so you've got a light helmet. Say, light helmet's like a normal military helmet. It basically like a skull cap or a helmet without a visor or without anything for your neck, like mail or a coif. Let's see. Alright, so you've got a light helm. Okay. Right. Very good. You're at 15 coppers left.
Can I get some antidotes for poison?
Okay, yeah, we can look into that. Let's see, medical supplies. Now, before you buy any medical supplies, you need something to put it in. So, like a bag, or
Okay.
a pouch.
I'll get like a satchel.
A satchel. Okay. A satchel is 10. Is that okay?
Yeah, then I'll get some torches.
Torches instead? Okay, so 1 torch is 1 copper. A tinderbox to light the torches is also 1 copper. So, let's say 3 torches and a tinderbox, or
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
get torches and a satchel.
torches, satchel, no tinderbox, or tinderbox 2?
Oh yeah, tinderbox too.
Okay, well, you've got 1 copper left after that. You want to save it?
Yeah. I'll give it to Tudio, actually.
Okay. Alright, that will be it. Thank you. You're at 0. Alright. Tulio, it is your turn. Your friend, Steven's character, he gave you an extra copper, so you got 101 at the start. First thing you might want to get... Oh yeah, you're a ranger too, looks like. So you're going to get similar stuff, it looks like. What kind of clothing do you want?
everything he got except the helmet.
Yep. Sounds good. So you've got a longbow. You've got a quiver. You've got 10 arrows. You've got a tunic, a belt, some shoes. You've got a satchel, 3 torches, tinderbox. Okay, total price, let's see, 20, 30, 35, 45, 65, 68, 69 is what you spent. So, let's see, 49,
But I also like oak.
let's see, 69, 49. Sorry. So 60. Oh, you want a cloak too? Yeah. You want a
yeah,
hood?
cloak and also
Yeah.
maybe a belt.
Okay. A belt. Oh, you already have a belt. You want 2 belts? Or do you want a...
Oh no,
Boundary?
I don't
Okay. Alright, let's see. So we start at 101, minus 69, minus an extra 10 for the cloak. 22 remains. Alright. So we got 22. Do you want to spend, or do you want to buy anything else? You've got 22 copper still.
Do you have any recommendations?
Yes. Well, you've got armor. Or sorry, you got clothing, you got weapons. You have no armor, that's fine. But I recommend a melee weapon for close combat. And maybe some tools and supplies.
Oh, I wanted a shield actually.
A shield? Okay. Do you want a melee weapon to pair up with that, like a spear?
No, just a shield.
Just a shield? Okay. Well, the shield only costs you 10. So you're down to 12. I recommend to buy a sling with that shield.
Yeah.
The sling will allow you to wear the shield. The shield usually comes with straps to hold it, but not an additional sling to wear it. Let's see. So the extra sling will be cheap though. So let's see. Shield slung. Okay. All right. Well, you're down to, let's say 7. Looks like.
I think I'll save it.
Okay. Alright, sounds good. We're almost done here. Thank you all for your patience. And then after this character creation, we'll take a small break in your life, and then after that, we'll start our expedition, have an adventure, make some profit, and then enjoy your hard-earned gains after that, before we wrap up the game. Giovanni, it's your turn now. You've got 70 coppers starting. Do you know what you want, or do you want some recommendations?
I have an idea what I want. I remember you saying I get some of my old character stuff.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So, let's go over other notes. This is the heir of Martin, right? So it's going to be like a brother, a cousin, someone who is of age and alive. Let's see. Ready to adventure. So, heir of Martin. Alright, do you know this character's name?
Matthew. Yeah, keep them going.
Sorry, one more time.
Matthew.
Matthew, okay. So I have to note this down on Martin too. So, heir is Matthew. Okay. So now you can inherit this equipment at some point prior to this expedition, in between adventures. Of course, Matthew was notified of Martin's death, attended his funeral in Idlin, and received his inheritance, right? And also, under the will, was asked to, of course, take his place in the campaign, right, to continue the legacy, right, as adventurers of the family, or troops, or fighting men.
Don's place, yes.
Right. So it looks like because you're playing your new character Matthew, who is the heir of Martin, accepts this will and chooses to go adventuring in his place as his heir as well. So you start with a gambeson, very expensive piece of armor. There was some blood in there; it got washed out. The damage was little to none. Right, he just got shot and killed.
Yeah, just one hole in the front. Yeah.
Yep. You got a spear. You've got a shield. You've got his. I mean, I don't know if you wanted his sandals. Otherwise, he would just be buried with them. So it would save you some money.
Sense for him to be buried with him now. Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, bury the
I'll
sandals
let
with
him
him.
keep the shoes. Yeah,
Okay.
not to be disrespectful.
He had a sack on, or he had a sack of rations. I think that was dropped and left behind actually. So.
It was dropped at the dungeon entrance.
Oh, dungeon entrance. Okay, that can be taken actually. We can assume it can be picked up and inherited. So. Since they got it alive, there's no reason to not take it back. Let's see. Okay, so you've got your sack and you got your 3 rations. Sandals is what he was buried with. If you want to bury him with some decency, you could buy him just a decent tunic to be buried in, since you're taking the armor. So that would just cost you 10.
Yeah, $10. Yeah.
You're carrying 2 coppers, so, and then you're carrying 0 tunics. It's 6. It's not enough to get you 1. See, so yeah, you'll just buy him a tunic before that. So for a funeral, he would be buried decently, just naked. Yeah. So 60. So you had 71 minus, or sorry, you had 72 at the start then, minus 10. So you had 62. Now you start purchasing gear.
Yeah, get a pair of sandals. It's a 5 copper.
Okay. We got sandals.
I'm curious between a thief, so I probably get a hood. It's like 5 copper.
Yep, sure. If you want, you can get a cloak. A cloak comes with a hood. If you buy a hood separately, it's a very thick hood, possibly with like a mask. If you buy a mask and a hood separately, it's very thick or very, sorry, you want just the hood? No
Yeah,
cloak?
it's okay. It should be fine.
Yeah, okay. Do you want a cloak too or no cloak?
I don't know. I'll probably say it.
Okay. Sounds good. Brown sheet. Oh, yeah, that's good. So you get the hood.
I
sandals.
think I gave him a shoulder like belt then.
Yeah, no, he never had a belt. He wouldn't have mentioned with that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you've got a belt though. Alright, so.
He's a spear hunter.
Yeah. Well, your new character Matthew, let's see, you just spent a total of 5, 10, 15, so you got 47 left. Plenty. You want to save it or you want more gear?
How you doing, my gear? I'll take some lockpicks as 25.
Yes, very good choice.
A
Lockpicks.
tinderbox.
Okay, T-box, sounds good. Tinderbox. Alright,
I
well,
think I'm gonna put 1 grenade.
sure, yep. Grenade. You want torches and with that too? Or a candle to light it?
Yeah, if I can afford it, I'll take a torch.
Okay.
Pretty useful.
Yeah, so let's see. So we were at 47 minus 26 for that lockpicks and tinderbox. So 27, 21. Grenade, we're at 11. Torches, you just want 1 torch?
Just 1.
Okay, so we're at 10. You have 10 left.
Alright. I think,
Maybe.
alright.
Oh, go ahead.
I'll go ahead.
I
Go ahead,
mean,
Ethan.
sorry. Yeah, you are a thief. You got some good gear already. Last thing I might recommend you, since you're going with the siege equipment, to cover a thief's retreat or hide him, you might want a smoke bomb.
Oh, shoot, I didn't even see it up there. Yeah,
Another
I'll take
thing
that.
you might
Is
want.
it 10?
I think a smoke bomb's 5. I'll double check that. Let's see. No one's bought one in a while. Alright, it says smoke bomb is 5, yeah.
Okay.
And then you also need a pouch to carry your grenades in, so a grenade pouch. It'll carry up to probably like 5 pounds worth of grenades, so each grenade, of course, is not too heavy, I think. Smoke bomb's 3 pounds, a grenade is 3 pounds. So it carry like 1, maybe like 2 max. So yeah, you just need a pouch. Unless you want to buy a knapsack or a sack to carry your grenades in.
I
Which
do
carries
have a
more?
sack.
Oh, you already have one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you stuff in there. Alright, you've got 10 coppers left. You or sorry, you got 5 coppers left. You want to buy anything else?
I can't really do anything right now.
Okay. Alright. We're almost ready to start working. That's good. Good job, everyone. Thank you guys for your patience. I know that took a little while, but that's just kind of how it is when you're creating an old school D&D character. Sometimes it's quicker, depending on how much currency you start with. But like I said, the longest part of the game is picking out your gear, because it's also the most important part. Well, now you guys are fully equipped and ready to go almost. There's only one step left. It's choosing your character's name. So if you know your name, you can just tell me. Otherwise, I'll go down the list, and we'll see who's ready to tell me their name. Does anyone have a name immediately that they want to tell me for their character?
Mohammed.
Mohammed? Okay.
I want Spike.
Alright, Spike. Okay, so Kinyo, you're Spike. Steven, you're Mohammed.
Yep, I ate myself already. Asparagus.
Okay. Asparagus.
City's going with food. Tabasco.
Tabasco. Okay.
I dare you laugh at Tabasco.
I think it's a really good name.
Like the
Unique.
have one other ninja, maybe.
I mean, if you guys are willing to wait a little longer for them to get rolled up, but otherwise they might have to join the next one if you guys want to play sooner, right? We've already just basically wrapped up character creation, so. Do you know someone that wants to join?
I'm inviting them now, I'm not sure.
Okay, well if they want to join and you guys are okay with waiting a little longer before we start, so we can roll them up, then we can do that. Otherwise, they might have to wait till next time. Next weekend or something. So,
I'm telling that hurry.
okay, yeah, so let's see if they are willing, and if they are willing, if you guys are willing to wait. And then if both parties are good, alright. Hello, Liv.
Hello.
Okay, so it looks like you're joining in our group. We're playing BX soon. You are a little late, or pretty late actually. We just finished the character
I'll
creation.
just service spectate.
Okay. Alright, sure. Alright. Well, in that case, we have finished character creation, so you guys are welcome to take a 5-minute break. Is that long enough, or do you guys need 10?
Oh, I'm good with 5.
Alright, so 5-minute break, set your legs, get a drink, whatever you need, right? Use the restroom, or bathroom. I'll see you soon, so take 5.
Let's see what's fun.
So I'm like looking up the BX version of D&D, and it looks pretty hardcore. I mean, I can kind of tell, but having like 1 HP, it's pretty gnarly.
Well, on one hand, with your 1 HP, you go within the 2 styles. You play it very carefully if you really got a good set of skills, you know, like a 16 strength or something. You play it carefully. Or you just
Okay.
go, fuck it, we ball.
Yeah.
I've played both, and surprisingly, fuck it, we ball has managed to surprise me.
You can do fuck it, we ball. I'll just shoot them from the back. You can.
Well, did not. How much hit? I had 4, didn't I?
I don't remember.
Wait, who's gonna be in the furnace?
I mean, I assume the paladin.
Yeah, that's probably just me.
And I think we have 2
You know.
range and 2 thieves.
Yeah, well, thieves are better than rangers, so you guys should go for first.
Is there like polls in this game where you can like scout ahead or not?
I don't usually do all of the beat.
I didn't get one. Can you just buy one?
I assume so. Yeah. I'm looking at an item list on old school essentials. Looks like there's a pole, 10-foot long wooden one.
Yeah, I saw that. I was wondering what that is. I thought it was like a weapon, but I think it's just...
Oh, the pole. Yeah, okay, so a thief will normally use the pole to basically scout ahead. Like, if we know an area generally that has traps, they will use the pole to activate the traps without, you know, getting hurt.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Back has arrived.
Aloha. Good, we're gonna need it. We need another tank, by the way.
I'm just an alpha.
Oh.
Yes, he sacrificed himself to the elves. I'm also very disappointed, but I know we cannot do much about it.
You sacrifice himself to the elves?
I have to remind myself what my character has.
Hello, Jerry. I just noticed you joined in late.
What's up?
What's up? We already finished game preparation. We're in our first break. So after this, we're going to be starting our game. Now, if you do want to join, it might be alright, but we'll have to see if the rest of the guys are willing to delay their expedition so that you can pretty much prepare to join in if you're trying to play.
What's up to everybody else?
Okay, so if he is trying to
I
play,
don't mind it.
Gold doesn't mind. Anyone mind if we delay the game a little bit longer so that Jerry can hop in with us?
No, I can wait.
Yeah, don't care.
Okay.
Appreciate you guys.
Alright, awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, thanks for joining in, Jerry. Of course, preferably next time, if you can, join in on time, but no worries.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay. That way, of course, I can't. Yeah. If you join in late, sometimes the groups want to play, so if they want to play sooner, they won't let you hop in. But fortunately, you got a pretty patient crew, so we'll see. In that case, Jerry, you will have to roll up a new character. It's been a while since you last played. I don't know if we have Charles
for
anymore.
real? I can't play Charles.
When's the last time you played Charles? Is he still alive?
Yes, he is still alive. It was 7-8 or 7-9 at 103.
Without you.
His name was Charles.
That's so weird.
Okay, yeah. So the last thing you played was when I still had access to my old computer. It's been. Excuse me, sorry. It's been almost a year, maybe a half a year since you last played. So since then, we moved entirely to. At this time, we moved entirely to paper copies of your records, so we don't have super accurate, up-to-date records anymore of your stuff. And yeah, you're gonna have to roll up a new character at this time. Maybe you will be able to get Charles back.
Can we just wipe my copper pieces and call it a day? Because all I have is like a heavy gambit, so a heavy helmet and a dog.
I'll see. I'll try to find your old record. Alright, so.
You can control F if you.
Yep.
If you go into character records, but that was the last. That was literally the last time I played him.
Okay.
I remember you had it. You had it right.
Charles,
But it's up to you.
E1.
I'm okay with doing whatever.
Or should I say, yeah, Charles E1, the last expedition he had actually was in August 11, 2025. So,
Yeah. Oh, wow.
he's an elf. Okay. Alright, so we will have to do a character transfer then, in that case, to this particular crew, right? So last time he actually adventured until he retired for a long while was, of course, last year. In real life, it was last year. In the game world...
Megan!
Oh, hello, Asia.
Hey!
What's up?
I'm just
Sorry,
taking
just
your...
guys.
Oh, hi, Jody. Hi.
My cousin came
I'm
over.
just taking your daughters out.
Yeah, I'm hosting
Still
the
be
game right now.
safe.
Sorry. Oh yeah, thanks for taking care of them.
Asia, how are you?
What's that?
It's just my gaming group. We're playing.
Hi.
game on it, yeah.
I thought it was like one of our cousins.
No. All right.
Don't mind my miss you, delegate.
Oh no, it's okay. Don't worry about it, girl. Mine's the same way.
All right. Let's see. Where do we leave off? Sorry, I was going over character transfer. Okay, so bringing Charles in. Okay, so yeah, it looks like the last time you adventured in the campaign world was August 9th of year 10. It's currently February 29th, I think, year 11. So it's been like almost half a year. So if you want, you can bring him out of retirement. Just bear in mind, you're risking ruining his peaceful life, right? He's currently retired.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about Charles. Like,
Okay.
Let's get it.
Let's see. Jerry joining it as Charles. Okay. Class is Elf.
Yes, sir.
Now we are playing with a house rule where if you don't have enough experience, of course, then you're not considered level 1. You had 10 of 40, it looks like, at the time, which translates roughly to, in our current group, that would be roughly equal to 100 out of 4,000 that you need now. So you've got 100 experience starting out. You need 4,000 to level. You are level 0. Let's see. Hit points wise, you will have 1 to 4. So you do have to reroll your hit die. You do have to roll a.
Okay.
Do you want to use the dice rolls channel, or do you want me to roll on camera, or do you have your own dice?
You can roll. You can roll.
Okay. Well, you've got 4 maximum. Your adjustment is 0, so 4 of 4.
Oh my god, I'm so happy.
Billies are 9, 11, 11, 9.
Dice roll, boy.
9. Yeah, max roll. Let's see. 11, 13. Okay. Alright. Next is equipment. So money wise, it says you had banked 261. Let's see. So banked 261 coppers. And on your person, you were carrying 48. Okay, and then of course, equipment-wise, you had a lot of gear. You were wearing a heavy masterwork helmet, which in this current economy, that means you had a huge increase in wealth just now. So, because their economy shifted slightly to a more realistic medieval economy.
Okay.
So a heavy masterwork helmet is super valuable currently. So,
Holy shit.
let's see.
That's not good. That's not good.
Let's see.
Right,
You've
so I
got
have
a
a
magical
brilliant
broadsword.
I mean, that's good for me, but like not for everybody else. Because I can't be buying that for everybody. I'm guessing anymore.
Yeah, so a lot of you basically had a huge growth in your stock just now. Like you bought a very cheap stock at the start back then, and now it's like super valuable in the current game because a heavy masterwork helmet is worth 2,000 coppers right now.
That's a lot of coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's also very useful in battle.
You also have a
It
broadsword
saves
plus
you
1,
path.
which is even more valuable. Magical sword. So that's a super big stock right there. So let's see, scabbard. So you could be a lord with the amount of armor you're wearing and weapons you have. Let's see, slung heavy shield. Okay, you've got longbow, quiver, and 10 arrows.
Drop some of this shit off to you guys. Is there new players here? Is everybody a new player?
Half the crew over half is. Yeah.
Okay.
So don't
good
get yourself
help,
killed
yeah.
over it, you know. But be helpful if you can, I suppose. Right. Pouch, you've got a scroll of knock, which is a very powerful level 2 scroll. You've got, basic clothes, tunic, belt, brace, and shoes. Let's see, you've got lantern and pouch, 2 candles. You might be over encumbered. Let's see.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So you might have to pass up some gear or sell it. Lantern, pouch, candles. You've also got tinderbox, backpack. Let's see. Tea box. You've got a hound named Achilles. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And that actually translates also, that stock was a huge growth too. The hit points won't change, but hounds are more valuable than dogs. There are two types of dogs. There's dogs and hounds. Dogs are, of course, more like hunting.
I know.
Hounds
I
are
know.
like
You
killing.
explained this all to me last time when I first bought it, and I was like, I'm definitely buying the hound.
Yeah, so you bought the more valuable one, so it's even more valuable currently.
Yeah, I had so much copper last time we played.
He's got 6 of 6 hit points. He's got a heavy harness. And he's got, of course, his leash. He's got some experience, it looks like. That translates roughly to, so 1 would translate to 100, or sorry, 10. Okay, and he's also got, you've also got a horse. You've got a sumpter, which is extremely valuable currently, having a vehicle. So sumpter, attack, saddlebags. Yeah, so you're like an actual like lord based on your equipment, and you're joining up with a bunch of peasants.
It's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's fine. These are my people.
Alright, I mean, you used to be like them at one point. Let's see. You've got a spell book.
Exactly.
Sire, I cannot buy this book. Could you please spare some coin?
Sleep. You've got read magic. You've got a year's old rations, 9 of them. Half a year's old aged rations. You never ate. Let's see. And torches. Alright, I will have to double check your encumbrance just to make sure. So, see, heavy masterwork helmet weighs 20 pounds. Or sorry, it's 10 because it's masterwork. Scabbard, let's see, we're at 11. Slung heavy shield, we're at 12. Sorry, 32. Longbow, quiver, and arrows, 35, 37. Pouch, 38. Scroll of knock, 39. Tunic, belt, and brace, let's see, 41, 42, 43. Shoes, 45. Lantern and pouch, 49. Candles, 51. Backpack, we're at 54. Tea box, rations, we're at 55. 64. 5 torches, we're at 69. Plus your broadsword, we're at about 72. Spellbook with 2 spells in it, we're at 75. 75 pounds total. However, you can put all your supplies and equipment on the horse and just keep your armor and weapons with you. So that would greatly reduce. But yeah, overall it's 75 pounds. And your encumbrance limit is based on the elf body weight, which is, I think, 140. Or sorry, 120, half of that, so 60. And then strength and constitution can adjust it possibly. So your typical encumbrance is 60 pounds max, I think. Yeah. Otherwise,
Okay. Cool.
you're at
I'll
75.
just put my longbow and quiver onto the horse with all the arrows.
Okay, so bow and arrows, equipment and supplies, all on the horse. Only armor and weapons like your sword are on you. So that will put you at heavy footman. Anything over, you can't even move, or you can't even march. Right? It would be too overly burdened. Okay.
Is that okay with everybody that I'm slow?
However, you're on a horse, so you're fine. Once we enter the dungeon, you'll slow the crew. But we're slow anyway, typically in the dungeon. So.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Alright. Alright, so yeah. Thank you guys for your patience. We just finished preparations fully now. We got an old player joining, transferring his old character into our current version of the game. So that should help your team a lot, I suppose, since you got
I
extra
have a
power.
question. Can you still like buy hit points or like
Train
buy
up your hit points?
stats?
Yeah, yep, you can still train. Right, training fees.
Okay, cool.
Yep,
Using copper, right?
yes. Alright, so I'll see you guys. We'll take our actual break then, so that everyone has a break before we start. So this one will be a bit shorter. Let's do a 3-minute break then, come back in 3, and then we'll start the expedition. And I think that'll be our last player joining in for this one, so we can start the game, and then eventually end the game. Alright, I'll see you guys soon.
How's everybody doing?
Doing alright.
I'm currently building a tavern in Minecraft, so decently.
Nice.
Are you guys excited for the adventure? What have you guys decided we're doing?
We
Hey,
information. Go ahead.
Do that.
No, I ain't got nothing to say.
No. I don't have much information yet. I should probably check what happened in the last session. But we could still be fighting kobolds.
Yeah.
Remember there's something talking about last time, check the records. Reports. But yeah, I'm really excited. I have 1 HP, so I think I'll do fine.
Keep you shielded.
Thank you. Dang, okay, the last report was not that good. I think they all died.
Oh shit.
What about you, Joe?
The rest of the party was killed by grenades.
Yeah, that's how
Yeah,
I.
kobolds and
that's how my
goblins
first
have a
looked at
real big fucking problem with Mr. Grenady.
I probably should have done more. I only have one.
One is good. I usually have 3 if I have the money for it.
Now see if he comes back, bring a second smoke on.
What's happened? What just kicked me? What the fuck? That was weird.
Alright, gentlemen. I think it's been roughly 5 minutes, so we can get started. Is everyone present? Everyone back from their break?
On here.
Okay.
Go to.
Jerry, Giovanni, Tulio, Steven, Kinyo, and Gold, are you present?
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Here.
Alright, good. I think everyone's back now. So, we'll get started here. To start off the game, we'll go over real quick how to play it, the goal of the game, and such. So, now that you guys have your characters created, you're ready to start playing. But before you start playing, again, I'll go over the rules, right? So, the goal of the game we are playing, which is Dungeons & Dragons, is, of course, to tell a story of your character's adventures. Particularly, it's probably going to be a story about your adventuring characters going out to hunt monsters and treasures for gold and glory. Because with that, they'll be able to progress and do what they really want to do, right? Naturally, this game is a storytelling game where we tell your character's story, and in your story, you get to choose anything you want to do, naturally. Most groups will go adventuring so that they have a better chance at succeeding at what they really might want to do in this game, right? So you can, of course, if you want, spend the expedition and waste your time kind of just doing exactly what you want, maybe hanging out at the tavern, you know, messing with beggars or something, right? You can do almost anything, but you might feel a little powerless, a little incapable if you don't have money and power, right? And adventuring is a way to get that. So that's why we're adventuring, okay? So now we know the goal, right? It's to get gold and glory so that you guys can do what you really want, right? Whether it could also just be adventuring too, but many players have their own goals, right? So what brings you all together, of course, is the promise of gold and glory if you work as a team of adventurers. Alright, very simple to play though. The game starts out with Dungeon Master describing to you the background situation you're in, right? Kind of describes what happened prior to the expedition, and then of course once you kind of have an idea of what's going on, we'll get the actual situation we're in, so we'll know what's actually happening around us. Once you know the situation, we'll go into, of course, actions, right? So second, step 2, you all will get to choose what your character does, right? So once you know what's going on, you tell me what your character does, right? You can role play, you can pretend you're your character, right? And speak as if you're them, talk as if you're them, act as if you're them, and such, right? And then more importantly, last step is once you chose your action, we get the results. Typically, we'll of course roll the dice to see if you succeed or fail at your chosen action. That's it. That is all there is to it. That's how you play it. Now, to win it, right, the idea is that you can end the game as soon as you make profit, right? The game ends as soon as you kind of complete the sequence. If you guys, kill a monster and get some loot in the first 10 minutes of the game, you can be done, or you can push on. We do have a max duration, though. We only typically play for a maximum of 3 hours with our group. So, yeah, the pace of the game, the duration, is really up to the crew, how long they want to push. Any questions or concerns on your characters, the goal of the game, or how to play it?
No.
Just making sure. Okay, so no one seems to have any questions or concerns. All right, very well. Then we can get started. All right, the background. Your party of adventurers are fairly new. Some of you are old crew members. Some of you are the heir of old crew members. But for the most part, you're a very new crew. You're not exactly fresh off the farm. Your characters have some training, maybe some idea of what their job entails, and they have the gear necessary to get to work, right? They've chosen a new career path. They were, before this, a peasant, a freeman, with some kind of normal occupation. But now they are setting out to get the gold and glory as adventurers, right? So, your team is recently formed up for an expedition into, of course, the dangers of wilderness and dungeons. More so, dungeons. In the world of Dungeons & Dragons, there are ruins and such, ripe with treasure, ready to be looted. Monsters to be killed and such, that might defend those very valuable properties that you can, of course, indulge in, loot from, right? So the idea of this game is you're going to basically kill and loot, and that's how you're going to progress, right? Your group, they are currently starting out in the western front of a human territory known as MATSTOW. Okay, MATSTOW is this kind of mountainous village. It's pretty cold out here, but it's a religious village. From the stone of the mountains, they built one of the largest churches in the region, right? the Church of MATSTOW that belongs to God, right? So they worship God here. They're God worshipping folk, and they also get by mainly by not just the church, but originally from the mountains. They gathered many of their resources from the mountains: mining, smithing, crafting, exporting these goods. And one of their old mines to the far west that was overtaken by a wicked, evil, grotesque race of hobgoblins many months ago has actually become somewhat quiet. Originally, there have been, of course, lots of conflicts along the border, right? Lots of attempts to attack, attempts to just kind of threaten no man's land between these two enemy territories, or these contesting territories, right? The humans and the hobgoblins. But humans have noticed along the border, the troops along the border, that there's been little to no activity among the hobgoblins. And the last crew to set out into the hobgoblin lands, they actually ventured into the mines that were overtaken by those hobgoblins, and they found undead. So the Church of MATSTOW thinks that a great evil has probably been awakened or discovered in those mines, or maybe summoned, not too certain, but the hobgoblins, they might be gone. And what might now exist is potentially a greater evil, right? That the church is more equipped for to take on, right? So a lot of your crew members are actually members of the church, right? Like paladins and clerics. And the church has asked their team recently, if you're willing to set out on an expedition into that old mine and clear up whatever evil has been dug up, right? Maybe even kill off the last of the hobgoblins if they're still alive. If you can, of course, help them with that, you won't just get loot and monsters to kill. You might even have a say in what happens to that territory in the future. You might even become, property owners. You might become prospectors and own parts of the mine, right? If you can help them, of course, reclaim it. What do you think?
That sounds pretty good. But
Level 0, I'm scared.
You all are
Yeah,
just
that's
normal men,
easy
though.
for that.
Yeah. You're just men, right? You've got your hands and feet, the will to fight and hunt some treasure, maybe. But yeah, no skills. Yeah. So we have one elf, and he's just got elf skills, so he can kind of see in the dark. He can kind of be good against certain undead, but for the most part, he's just as useless as everyone else, right? So, I mean, he's got really good armor and weapons, though. Your gear is what's going to set you apart, not your body. So, at this time, right, not your skills, it's your gear, your ability to use your equipment. Alright, any questions or concerns? You guys want to take on this job? If so, you guys will have to set out westward to the mine in enemy territory. There's a route laid out for you. We'll go over that in a sec.
You guys want to do it?
Otherwise, we can find a different
you guys
job.
want to fight a dragon?
This was your first job offering.
Okay, we'll do this.
Okay, your
I
first
will
quest.
be honest. Fighting a dragon, get 5 guys with gunnies, you can do it.
Possible.
Yeah, how's good? So I think it is.
You gotta get close enough to a dragon to shoot it. So I have to have a team of dragon hunters sneak in, right? Shoot it while it's sleeping.
I remember the time when I was 1 HP away from killing a dragon. Right?
Yeah, one of Gold's characters in the past, I guess his current character's ancestors or relatives did try to hunt a dragon once and almost had it. Let's change your guys' nicknames if you guys can. Put your name in all caps. In parentheses, have your character's name and your character's level, so 0. You can include your class letter with it. So Gold for you, we'll have to change yours because are you Christ right now? No, you're Tabasco. So let's change it to Tabasco. Do you know how to do that, or do you need help?
No, you have it set, Ethan, so
Oh.
you can change it.
Is that right? Okay. Oh yeah. Looks like I need to give you some permission.
The roll.
Yeah. Okay, Jerry, you've got permission to change it. I just fixed that for you.
Permission to change it, I just haven't done it.
Okay. Yeah. If you can't do it now, I can do it for you. Just in the future, though, if you got time, you can do it yourself as well.
So I would do Charles E0 or what?
What's your new character's name? Or sorry, no, you are.
Charles.
Yeah, yeah, you don't have a new character. You just keep yours, Charles. Yeah, E0. That's right.
There we go. Oh,
Yeah,
but you wanted
TABASCO.
in all caps.
Yeah, in all caps. TABASCO.
Oh, fuck, do I spell Tabasco and not Tabascus?
Okay. And then I think the only one left is King Yo to change his name.
What was it? Is Spike not good? Let's go
Oh,
with,
your nickname
No, he's saying change it
on the
in
chat so that everyone knows
it
your
just,
character's name.
that's just. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, change your nickname. That way the other players can refer to you as Spike.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be more familiar, or it's easier for them to communicate to your
There
character.
we go.
Alright, good job, Gold. You got it. And, yeah. Alright. And then, in the future, King Yo, we want to have your player name in there too. So it should be King Yo, parentheses, Spike, and then spacebar 0. So like that. In the future, you can do it. I did it for you this time.
Oh, appreciate it. Thanks.
So, oh yeah, we can do T0 with that so you guys know what job he's picked. So you can assume he can do that part of the roles, responsibilities, and such. Alright. T for thief. Yeah, he's a thief.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, and then if you guys want, it's not required, but Steven and Tulio, you would put R0. Yeah, so representing 0th level ranger. Matthew, you're good. Yeah. If you want to put your letter in there, you can. You don't have to. Your letter would, of course, be based on your class, which you picked. Was it thief, right? So T0. Okay. That just helps the other players identify your character's name and abilities. Roll. Alright. So let's move on. We seem to have accepted the job, possibly at least a couple of you did. But let's hear from everyone. So, just kind of going down the list.
What do you guys want to do?
Yeah.
Well, if we must do one of those, then I guess the not dragon one.
No problem.
Is there, oh, I don't know. Is there a way to be like, is there an army to join, but like,
Yes, but the casualties are often high in that
yeah,
scenario.
we'll all fucking die if we do an army battle. We might as well go and loot this shit and just take what people miss, you know what I mean?
Yeah, if some of you are interested...
Yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
that's the best option at the current moment, I'll agree.
Okay. Very well. So in that case, we'll do that. I'm just gonna hear from everyone. So Spike, what do you think about the situation? You know, your crew's kind of going over their job offerings. They're kind of, this is like, let's say this is like last night, basically around the campfire. You guys are deciding what you'll do for your first expedition, right? To make some money.
Yeah. Gotcha. So there are two options. There's like go to the undead caves, the mines, or
Yep.
fight some dragons.
Some character was talking about going dragon hunting, right? If you guys are interested, that wasn't really an offer, but
so
you
if
can
we
try.
find undead, we're kind of fucked.
What if I
But we
go
do
off?
have a paladin.
Oh, we do have...
Yeah, it's your Volric
Okay,
Knight
okay.
Paladin.
Yeah, we report.
Are there any other odd jobs we could find? Like I could go hunt rats as a pest control guy.
Yep.
Yes, there are that kind of jobs, but they don't pay well.
Yeah, they're like 15 copper. This kind of thing we could find like a chest if we search right, if we're investigative enough. You know what I mean?
So when you say we have no skills, does that mean like I suck at crossbows, or am I still proficient at those? And I can shoot stuff.
You know how it works, you know how to shoot it,
Yeah.
you don't have proficiency in it.
So you know how to use it. Anyone can possibly use it. It's just it wouldn't be like a skill to have to list. Like you're not noticeably better than anyone else. To notify or to become skilled in something means that you're better than the average person at doing that job. So you're just as good as everyone else at using your crossbow currently. Until you gain more experience and level up, What sets you apart currently, if you're good at using a crossbow, is your dexterity score. If you have a high dexterity score, you'll be very good at using a crossbow.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't need to like train that or anything.
Yep, you don't need to train it. I mean, eventually you can, right? You can increase your dexterity, you can level up, you can gain new skills, right?
Sure. Let's go after the undead cave thing. And
Alright.
getting bodies because they might come alive.
Alright, so Spike has agreed to go out for the undead. Tabascus, it's your turn. What do you think about the situation? Do you agree with the undead or going out to the mine?
I'll agree to it, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're the most capable at that since you're the paladin. Mohammed, the ranger of Steven, what do you think about the situation? Do you agree or disagree, or you have something else in mind?
Yeah, I'll follow the same.
Okay. And then Asparagus of Tulio, right? What do you think?
Oh, sure, that's good.
Alright, sounds good. Okay, Javoni, it's your turn. What do you think? You're Matthew.
Another 9 sounds good.
Alright, very well. So you've all agreed to set out for the mine then to go hunt some undead and find out what happened to the hobgoblins out there. Maybe the overall task is to, of course, eventually retake those mines for the town of, or the village of MATSTOW. Alright, so now that you've all come to an agreement, I guess the next order of business is how you're going to get to that mine so you can start doing your job. Well, here's the village of MATSTOW in the mountains, and here's HARMOK. HARMOK is the range of mountains west of MATSTOW that has the mine. It currently belongs to the hobgoblins, which was estimated a number of 28 fighting force left. So hit dice worth of like hobgoblins that can possibly be a threat to MATSTOW. There's about 28 of them in those mountains. This number is unconfirmed now. It's not for certain because there's an idea that they might all be dead or undead at this time, right? So your crew is going to set up possibly against them and maybe even more undead, right? So we might not encounter them all at once, but just to give you an idea of how many you might be up against. 28, right? Okay, so you're a team of roughly 6 crew members, half a dozen men. Hopefully it's enough to take on HARMOK. To get there, there's an old road that you can take. The first half is maintained, right? It's within the region of MATSTOW. The second half, once you cross the border into HARMOK, that will be an unmaintained and possibly dangerous route to continue through the mountains with, right? Possibly. Now, going through the mountains itself, you might not find any monsters, maybe, or at least in the ambushes along the road, but it will be a lot longer to go through the mountains, right? Versus using the road. So, how do you guys want to get there? Do you guys just want to take the road all the way to HARMOK? It's the straightest shot. The last part did that, and they were fine. The last group that used the road to HARMOK.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
The main risk you should be advised of is MATSTOW, of course, is mostly secure, but there are people out there, men out there that have become outlaws. Like they've switched to a life of crime and have chosen to mainly rob people along the routes, the trade routes between MATSTOW and the other neighboring human settlements. They could be along the road to HARMOK, right? So like, thugs and bandits, right? What do you guys think? Is that okay? Is that a risk willing to take?
The unit.
Yeah, just a bunch of scum waiting to rob you on the road. Okay. So, yep. Any objections? Otherwise, we're taking the road, which is the fastest route.
Let's do it. I'm good.
All right. So now we're gonna roll because there is a risk. Okay, so you've all chosen the group's action. The group's action is to move out west, but there's a risk. The risk is there's a chance, a major risk of encountering those outlaws or bandits. Okay, it's a 1 in 6 chance on this road. So if we roll 1, unfortunately, that means we have maybe an encounter, right? We might hear or see something related to those rumored outlaws. The EX on this die, by the way, is a 1. The 6 is right here.
Or we might see a unicorn.
All right, so you're fine. Yeah, so maybe a pretty sight. It's the complete opposite. So on the way to HARMOK, right through the mountains here, half a mile out. Yeah, you might notice something beautiful along the way. Maybe not a unicorn, but maybe a goat on the mountain, right? So, in the distance, a happy herd of goats or something, mountain goats. But otherwise, that's all you saw. You know, as you marched along the road through these mountains and mats. So it's currently February, so it's kind of wet out here. It's kind of mushy. You know, the road goes through the mountain valley. Rarely does it go over the mountains itself. So you just kind of go along a very winding road, right? Built along the valley. Sometimes it's flooded, but for the most part, you cross over. You're near the border at some point along the road, and you come across a checkpoint. It is a small military encampment along the road. This is a border camp, basically, that watches over the border. You know, the border guard live here, I suppose. Did we lose a player? Let's see.
I think we did.
Okay, who dropped out? Let's see. Leo, Steven, Kinyo. Oh, Jerry did? The guy who joined in late? Alright, so yeah, that's another thing. When we have late joins, they will delay us possibly and then waste our time, right? So that's a clear example of a bad late join, right? Because you clearly made an exception for them to join late and take up your guys' time to play, and then they drop out, right? Fortunately for you, it is considered desertion. So when a player drops out mid-game, their character becomes an NPC and does the most likely action they would do, but on the less favorable end, because desertion is, of course, not, of course, rewarded, right? So when his character, or as an NPC now, no longer playable because his player is not here, his character has a breakdown, right? He's a retired adventurer. He decided to come back to adventuring on his horse and with his dog, and because his player's not here, he will do the most likely action to get out of the expedition. You know, you're just moving along the road as a group. You got through the valley and such along the road, and as you're approaching the border guard and such, he just suddenly turns around, just leaves your crew behind, his horse, his dog. Right? He just turns around and is like, actually, you know, this is not for me. I'm gonna retire again. And yeah, wastes your crew's time. Just, you know, you all waited for him to join your crew and all that, right? And he just kind of shits on your crew, right? Just takes up your time. You know, heavily clad, armored elf. Just rides on back to town, I suppose, right? Just leaves your crew in the middle. Alright.
Always the elves.
So yeah, he just deserts your crew. We have one less crew member and even less time to push on, right? So mainly, the main thing that affects is a possible in real life morale drop, which can affect how you choose to play, right? Okay. But morale is based on your guys' overall reaction to that, I suppose, in real life. Crew member dropping out. Okay. Alright, well, based on that situation now, how do you guys want to react? Do you want to continue past the fort? Do you want to visit the fort up ahead? It's just a small military post, right, that watches over the valley on the road.
Let's visit it. Let's see what
Yeah,
there
it's,
is.
yeah.
It's an outpost. Alright. It only consists of in the valley itself, it's not built inside the valley, but it's built alongside the valley. So there's technically, I suppose, two posts, right? There's a basically kind of like a tower on either side of the valley, right? And then in the valley itself, it's a wall that connects the two towers, right? And then a gatehouse, basically, that they control, right? It's a control point. So they would open the gate for people that have permission to push on. They would close it against enemies or anyone who's not allowed to leave, right? As you're passing through, of course, you are naturally halted because, I mean, unless you want to reroute, go around this part of the mountain somehow. But yeah, you're at the gate, and the guards will address you from their tower or their gatehouse above the gate. As you approach, right, let's say their initial reaction to your crew is neutral. It's a normal reaction to your team. So upon your approach, one of the guards will kind of wave at you and provide you the proper greeting. He would say something like, "Good morning, gentlemen. If you would please identify yourselves and state your business at the gate."
We're here to check out the mines up ahead.
All right, Matthew, as you say that, does anyone else want to say or do anything as he says that?
Remain all quiet and in the back.
Okay.
Shadows of the big guy.
I don't think my character's much though.
Muhammad, Asparagus, do you guys want to take an action at this time?
I think what the guy said is good.
Okay. Rolling. Now we're gonna see the reaction of the guard. We'll let the dice aside, and as your DM, I'll interpret it as a negative reaction. That is a 5. Charisma can adjust this situation. So of course, what you said was normal, but despite your normal response, he still reacts negatively. Your charisma is 14, which is a +1, so that's 6 now. So actually, it's a normal reaction now. So he reacts normally then, not negatively. He doesn't give you a hard time. He says,
Okay.
very well. Now, before you continue, I'd like to see any identification you have, or at least your names. I'd like to take account of your names.
He can do it. Doesn't my character have identification?
I suppose all your characters have identification. Yeah. You could just tell them your name, but documentation-wise, I'm not sure if there was much to show. Let's see, if you have a Sir code, coat of arms, you could show that. If you have a holy symbol, things like that can prove who you are. I guess the main thing they need is a name so that they can, of course, kind of describe you better in case there's a situation where you guys are not who you say you are, right? Or if someone needs to know what happened here, right? So you'd like to just take a note of your name if you can identify or provide that. Yeah, you guys don't have any paper documentation, but you do have your names. You have your households. Giovanni, your household's an old house. You've been in the world of D&D, in our world of D&D in a while. So if you say your last name is Giovanni, right, then he'll understand who you are.
Yeah.
It's an old last name.
Oh yeah.
Same with gold. Yeah. Okay. So you tell him your name, and he'd like to hear the name of your companions too. He's taking a note of this. The scribe up there, their scribe, one of the guardsmen, are kind of jotting it down, ink and quill, as you pass through the gate, or as you're preparing to pass through the gate.
My name is TABASCO of House Gold.
Okay.
I'm Muhammad.
I am Asparagus.
Just gonna kind of like be quiet and hope he doesn't even notice me because I'm behind the big guy.
Alright, we'll see if he doesn't notice you then. I would say in that case, if you're trying to hide away, we'll test out your thief skills. In this case, you're an untrained thief with no experience yet, but you're taking action, you're practicing your skills. So the first thing we'll do is we'll check on his own ability to notice something secretive or hidden, right? If he's even searching, and he is searching because he is a guard, right? He's making sure there's something suspicious. So a 1, right? So that means, so he had a really high chance, right? There's only a 1 in 6 chance that he wouldn't notice, right? Like a super low chance. And he rolled a 1, which is the chance that he would have noticed. So despite him actively searching your crew, you stay directly behind one of your crewmates and just kind of pass on through, right, as they open up the gate. So he hears your names, he takes note, he takes note that there are 4 men that are passing through the gate. He lists the names, right, and they're headed out to, of course, the mine. So, yeah, that's just entry, guard, noting it down. You kind of stay close behind your crew, just quickly squeeze between them, right, make it look like there's less of you than there were, I guess, if that matters. And, yeah, they open the doors for you guys. They let you through. Fortunately, this is the friendly side, so the bar of the gate is on your side, right? Their post actually is posted for the west front, right, not for the east. So you guys can see like everything, like their encampment. It's a friendly side on this side, right? You're like behind the gate, basically, right? So, yeah, they let you through pretty quickly. You get through, and then, of course, I guess that's it. Do you guys want to say or do anything else here before they just let you through to continue your travels?
I'm good.
Yeah, they have no reason to stop you. Alright, I suppose they might even wish you luck in your expedition, right? Because they maybe have heard of the situation, right? And you guys are technically special forces being sent beyond the wall to clear up the mine. Alright.
Yeah, these birds of heaven.
Or at least special men, right? Willing to take on such a special job. Alright. Well, you're now in Harmok. You've set out beyond the wall. You're in the mountains west of MATSTOW. You're moving along the road still through this valley. It's still pretty wet and swampy area. Cloudy and dark. Daytime, morning, right? It looks like it might even rain soon. Let's see how this last part of your travels continues. Now that we're in Harmok, there's actually a risk of encountering certain things that are rumored to have been out here. So, particularly, some known risks that I can tell you about and roll in front of you as you guys make your travels is a risk of particularly hobgoblins, right? Oh, Jerry, you're back. We thought you left.
Hello?
Hello?
Sorry, I can't hear you guys. Oh, no, I can.
Are you okay?
My Discord was locking up.
Okay, yeah, we thought
I'm good.
you flaked on us. So.
No, I'm right here. I'm right here.
Okay. Well, in that case, we'll kind of retcon that. We have ruled, of course, since we thought you left for good, Charles would head back to town. But I suppose he had a change of heart. Yeah. So Charles is still with the crew. Actually, he will also be making his way past the gate soon. But before you can, Charles, there's one thing between you and continuing travels, which is the gate. And all they ask is that you must provide your name and reason for going beyond the wall here into the western region of Harmok.
Okay, yeah, I give my name.
All right. Tell me, Charles.
We are going to the Hobgoblin camp.
Okay.
And
He reacts somewhat negatively. Let's check your charisma real quick. Do you know your charisma? It says you have 13. Okay, so actually it's a +1. So he reacts positively then. Yeah. Or not positively, but normally. It's almost negatively. You almost saw he was a little like, he looked down on you for a sec. Like, he's like, who is this guy, right? Like, he's kind of like looking at you with threatening eyes, like on guard look, like if a police officer was trying to identify someone, right? Like ready to fight, maybe. You state your business, and he kind of changes his expression, like, oh, that's an honorable task to take on, right? You're going to go out and hunt hobgoblins. So, he says, very well. Yeah. Best of luck in your travels. Hope you get some kills. Alright, so, yep, they all kind of wish you good hunting, right? On your way out of the, on your way out from the wall, and you guys have continued into Harmok now. So, travels have been going decently well so far. We are now checking for possible risks in Harmok now along the road. So, possible risks include encountering hobgoblins, right? There's rumors of this region being infested with hobgoblins, particularly their border guard, right? So let's check if we encounter any hobgoblins. The chances are 1 of 6, right? The chances are usually super high, but, you know, given the rumors that they are no longer along the border anymore, the chance has changed to 1 in 6. So it used to be a 1 in 6 chance to not encounter them. Now it's a 1 in 6 chance to encounter them. We rolled a 1. So you actually encounter some. Alright. So as you're traveling, your crew actually encounters signs of hobgoblins, but we'll see if we're surprised or not. So surprise is the next thing we roll to see if our crew is actually ready for this encounter. There's a chance that your crew is not ready, that the enemy were hiding and waiting for an opening to attack you at a closer position rather than further out. Okay, so we're checking if we're surprised or not. There's a 2 in 6 chance, a 1 in 2 indicates surprise. So we are not surprised. We're going to check if the enemy are surprised, if they're caught off guard, if they're not ready for us. As we were traveling, maybe we stumbled across them while they were asleep, or not really paying attention or something, right? Or occupied doing something else, right? Alright, so it turns out you found them when they were not doing, or when they were, you found these things when they were not ready for you, okay? So you were traveling on the road at some point through the valley and such, and it's decently wooded here, right? And you come across, of course, the enemy's border camp, right? The enemy's border camp is not like the human border. The human border or side of the border is walled, but the enemy's is not. All it is entrenched. So you come across a part of the valley at some point that is entrenched, like you're walking through this lightly forested area. Up ahead, you can see like some stakes, right, going across the valley, and beyond those stakes, of course, are their trenches, right? And you notice that there's nothing happening in the trenches. There's no smoke from fires. There's no people looking out with a weapon like a machine gun or something. I don't know, right? A crossbow, right? There's no one looking at you from the trench. It's just a completely abandoned trench, right? It's desolate. Is this okay? Do you guys want to continue anyway? So you don't actually encounter Hagao. You would only encounter what was left of them in this case. So it's just their old entrenchment.
You guys want to search their stuff?
Go through it? Or just pass on?
Just the ruins? Do you guys want to pass by it?
We should.
Yeah.
I thought we lost anything, but we should look around slowly.
Yeah, we should still look around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Enough for us. Sleeping bags or something, so they come back.
Investigate the. Yeah.
Yep. Alright, sounds great. So imagine this is your crew. You're all just one crew right now. Just one group of men. So let's just kind of get clear paper out here. So let's say this is your crew. You guys are moving west, okay? And you've got the trenches. So roughly, right? So you got this line of trench up ahead. I don't know if that shows up well on the camera. Let's try to look it up.
Still pretty good.
Shows up pretty good. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. So that's what we need. So anyway, you've got this kind of line of trench up ahead in the valley, and you've got somewhat the mountainside. Okay. That should be good enough.
So we're outside of the, we're kind of near a goblin camp.
Yeah, we're approaching a trench line. Approaching the trench line right now. And there's some opposition outside of that, before that, right? Which is, of course, these stake walls, right? So, not as well defended looking, or not as well dug out as the human
How
territory.
wide is this gap?
This valley, how wide it is?
Yeah.
You can estimate this valley you're moving through is roughly 30 feet wide. Okay. So it's a narrow valley.
Is it possible for goblins to be on top, or is the top end too steep for goblins to be a part of? Or is it like straight? Yeah, like
it's a
in
super
front?
narrow. It's a really, this mountain region that you're in is very tall and mountainous, and this is just kind of where some of the water flows down into naturally, right?
Okay.
The road that you're on is, you're using a road currently. The road is built along the north side of the water. The water flows, it's a valley naturally, so there's water that flows in the center of the valley, right? The road is on the north side of the valley. The water flows southeast, so it'd be on the less, I guess, the higher ground, right? The road is built on higher ground. But yeah, it's a steep mountainside on either side. So if they were on the mountainside, they would have very good visuals of your crew, right, passing through it. This is just one of the very few passes that people use to get through the mountains, because otherwise, if you were to move through the mountains, you would have to be climbing up and down the mountain the entire time, right?
Yeah,
Which would
I
slow
get
your
it.
crew.
I get it.
So this is like, the valleys, of course, lower elevation, more flat, less rugged, like easier to move. That's why the road's built here. It's a really disadvantageous spot, of course, if it's not guarded by humans, right? So if this road wasn't safe, it'd be really easy to ambush, right?
My next question is this like a blockade, like completely, or is there like a door?
From what you can tell as you're moving up the road, it's all blockaded for the most part. Like it's just stake wall, like walls of stakes. But you can go through, you can go past the stakes, so you can squeeze between them. So it's not like a sealed off wall or anything like that. You can go past the barrier. It just slows your crew. That's it. So you just gotta squeeze between it, right? And then past it is the actual trench. The first line of the trench you can actually see. That's been dug out. It's not really an issue in the center. The center is just kind of water naturally. So the trench is mainly built on the north side. The south trench is lower elevation, so it's flooded naturally. I guess there are still stakes in the water though. Heavy stakes or spikes stake, caltrops, tank stakes, right? So to slow any water travel, like if you had canoes or something, right? So the main thing that you're moving through is the road, which is on the north side of the valley. The issue is that you can go through here, but you don't see any signs of enemies. So how do you guys want to approach? You guys want to keep some guys back here, provide security as you guys make your approach? You guys just want to move together as a crew? And I know you guys want to search this trench, so you just want to move toward the trench and begin searching, begin looking into it, digging things up.
Does anybody else want to say anything?
I just want to real sneaky.
Alright, so we'll sneak, we'll crouch move.
Yeah.
If you want to be sneaky and go in first and like sneak around and look, I'm fine with that. But if you get ambushed, you're fucked.
Yeah,
So
I'm
we
not
don't
going.
have.
You guys can go first.
Okay. We're all gonna go as a group in that case. Keep the rangers in the back.
Okay. Alright, so we'll go down the list and make sure everyone has a chance to choose their actual action, or what they're actually doing. So Spike, based on the situation, are you going into the trenches carefully, quietly, or do you want to do something else?
I'll just hide behind hide behind the big guy. Operation hide behind the guy.
Okay, so you will continue, but you will stay, behind the bigger guys, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, Tabascus, based on the situation, the options discussed. Sorry, go ahead. What's your move? Tabasco?
Hang on a second.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm here.
Copy.
What's my move? Visually speaking, we don't see any enemies, do we?
Yep. I mean, if you want to take the time to identify hidden enemies somehow, you can do that. But
I will
Yeah.
stand guard and perhaps look for hidden enemies. There might be in the right.
so do you want to stay back here where we're at? We're at a safe distance, right? We're maybe like 30 feet away from the stake walls, right? 40 feet from the trenches. We're a somewhat safe distance away, at least 10 seconds. A 10-second sprint away from it, right? Or jog. So. You want to stay back here, or do you want to get further back? As you
The issue
discard.
I'm having is, I just have a feeling in my stomach at the moment something is wrong. So, I think I'll stay these 20 to 30 feet and just keep an eye at that. Because I don't trust it.
Alright then. Yep. So Tabascus will stay back. Keep an eye on the trench from a distance. Spike is willing to go out there as long as he's behind someone. Alright, now it's Mohammed's turn. What do you want to do for this situation?
I'm going to hide in a bush, like 60 feet away.
60 feet away, so further back. So
Yeah, I'm hiding in a bush.
this is a very safe distance away. You might not actually have visuals, or you might not be within hearing or sight distance. Is that okay? That would be a
I
safe
just want to see what's going on and hide in the bush.
hide in the bush. Okay. So if you want eyes on the situation still, I'd say about 45 feet max is the furthest distance you can be. Otherwise, if you're further away, you won't have a line of sight anymore. The
Okay,
valley.
I'll be 45 feet.
Okay, so
Bush.
yep. If as long as you're in the valley. If you move up the valley, right, you can be further out because then you can see further naturally. But at this level where we're currently at in the valley on the road, you'll be 45 feet back. You'll get behind some shrubberies, right, along the maybe towards the south where most of the vegetation grows near the water in the valley. And you'll just kind of conceal and cover yourself there and keep your eyes on the position. So we got 2 guys staying back. We got 1 guy ready to move in. Asparagus, it's your turn. What's your move for this situation?
I'm gonna be close to Muhammad in the bush, ready to counterattack if anything comes.
Okay, so you 2 are staying back. Sounds good. 45 feet out. Alright, and Matthew, what's your move?
Yeah. What's my AC? 18 here? Or
Let me double check. So we've got 1 from Gamson, we've got 1 from Shield, and that's it. So it's 2. Yeah, dexterity, so that's 3. So you have AC 6 currently. If you're using your shield. AC 7 if you're not using your shield. But I think you're
I'm using shield.
yeah.
Yeah.
You got AC 6 currently.
Alright.
Shield. Gamson. Okay.
So most of the perks hide in the back, and 1 guy's waiting to go forward. So you can hide behind something.
Alright, so you want to go with them, but stay in the back?
Yeah, they'll have. What?
Sorry, go ahead. What did you say?
I was just go forward.
Oh, forward? Okay.
I only have 1 HP, so I'm gonna have to be pretty quick. I dial myself from each.
Right.
Okay.
So, and then, Charles, what's your move gonna be?
I kind of scoff at everybody that, stays back as they're, like, walking off to their bushes and shit like that.
Okay.
And I lead the front, man. I will get off my horse and I'll hand it to one of the rangers to, like, just keep watch. I'm gonna, like, go up there and prove that there's nothing over here. And then I'm gonna get off my horse, I'm gonna take out my sword and shield, and I'm gonna walk forward until I see the other 2 following me, and then we're gonna continue.
Okay. Alright, very well. Which of the 2 rangers wants to take the lead of this horse?
I'll hold on to it.
Okay, and the dog's leash.
The dog's coming with me.
Okay, taking the dog with you. Should the dog lead the way, or should he tail behind you?
Absolutely, dog should lead the way.
Okay.
I'm allowed to... Am I allowed to let go and expect the dog to be okay?
If you lose the dog, he might do his job, which is like maybe attack something or sniff something out for you. But getting him back might be difficult, right? He might not listen to you.
Yeah.
Right, there'll be a chance.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna hold the lead with my shield hand and broadsword in the other.
Sure thing.
Yep.
Okay. So basically now, half the crew sets out for the trench while the other half stays back, keeps their distance.
My sister is in Max too.
Oh, really?
And I don't know exactly what she does, but she got to the point in her life where she's just working
Okay,
from home.
and then before we continue, we are 2 hours and 15 minutes in to our expedition, so we are past halftime. So I'm gonna give you guys a halftime break
Yes.
in real life. So take 5 in real life before we continue. Yep. Stretch your legs, use the bathroom, get a drink. See you guys in 5 before we continue.
Like always taking care of medicine or whatever. I don't know. Like she goes to conferences and speaks.
Wow.
Yeah, like she
must have like many years of experience.
yeah, and she got her career started like in life too.
Thanks. It's very revealing. But how it is.
No, we're the hot girls. Yeah. But she started her career late in her life too, like in her let's say probably in her 30s.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now she's in her 50s, but I mean early 50s,
Yeah.
of course. I think 50, 40. I think she's like 50 or 51 now. But still, like, I mean, you started early, but still, like, that's like 20 years from now where you're gonna be, hopefully where she's at too, you know?
I hope so. Yeah. I know that like with nurses you can get burnt out from doing bedside.
Yeah.
So the great thing about nursing is that there's so many different fields you can go into for nursing. So yeah.
Or you can just go to MATSTOW.
Oh yeah, I've thought about that too.
I heard that they make good money. Right?
Yeah. There's so much I want to try out. So we'll see where I go.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go pee and then let's leave this.
Okay. Yeah. That's good. But it's good to see you. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while. I mean, I saw you at the other event, but
I only went to get some food and I'm hungry, so
yeah.
but whatever they are.
They're
So
crazy,
how's
I know.
everybody's feeling about the
Yeah.
Much
end
I'm
result?
surprised not much has changed.
The end result.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I'm like,
I don't
I
go
hate it and
around too
I'll
much
die.
either.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
go
scared.
once in a while.
Just
I
always
go
gonna be
straight
scared.
to
I'm just a
the
pussy.
I need you guys to stand behind me.
Yeah, that's always
Yeah,
fun,
yeah, I
so.
expect into pussy. That's my class.
I personally think you Rangers can move a little bit up, and you know, I don't know what you're doing, but you're always the guy in the back.
It's nothing new to me. I'm just
That's okay.
Look, I'm sorry.
We do
I
need a
meant
player.
to-
We need a no,
No,
because
I
it makes
completely,
sense.
like, understand. I
Because
feel
if
the
they
same
ambush
way.
us from the other side, you're gonna be there to protect us.
Yeah, like.
Alright, I'll
my
stay in
mom
the
really
back.
That's what
gets
I'm thinking
me.
about, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, I
No,
like being
I-
in the middle then.
I've like experienced it.
We got two big
with
dudes?
my
But don't
dad,
worry.
my dad
The
was,
people
like,
often in the
is
middle
obsessed
are
with
those
boys,
who
and I don't know
die
what he
first.
wants, and I'm just like, well, I'm like,
No, you're making that
I'm
up.
much older now. I can do what I want in life.
And,
So.
and I think because they like.
Well, it's okay. Last time I played, I was throwing fucking grenades at people and lit myself on fire and blew myself up. So,
It's
Oh,
kind of
oh yeah, I
toxic.
don't have any.
I think so too.
Sounds like a good
And I
idea.
mean, like, if you said
yeah, no, it was
They're
horrible.
pretty cheap.
It's not good. These are like childhood traumas or trigger things
Yeah.
and then all these back to back.
But I think we're
And it's
finding
like, how
out
do you
we can't
reset
do
your
it.
mindset like that? You know, your neural pathways, you know, can actually reset and you're like, I'm done, you know?
Yes, I completely agree. My dad doesn't get that though.
Yeah,
so.
we have the capability to do that, but we have a mindset of either fix or growth. And some people are fixed, some people are growth.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I don't really see a lot of growth in that side.
No, I know that you'll never change because that's just what they're used to and they will
Because
always.
attachments.
Yeah.
And it's that generation of dying, and we live in America now, and things are constantly changing. And if you don't
Yes.
learn to adapt and assimilate to that,
Alright.
then where does life take you?
Right.
Yeah, and especially for your generation, that's dying.
Yeah.
You know, like
It is
this,
dying,
like
for
you.
sure.
I look at like this. I pray that this generation, you guys, whatever, in future, like you can carry some things which I don't mind, but some things is like let these kids live their life. Let them be what they want.
Yeah. That's why I love living with my mom because like my mom, she's more like open and like more modern, so I can never live with my dad.
That's why my dad. I don't know. My dad said something. I'm like, yeah, leave her alone. Let her be what she wants.
I know. I don't know. Every time I talk to him, it just goes in one ear, out the other.
Yeah.
So, I'm like, love you, Dad, but I.
Oh, but yeah, as long as you're happy, you do what you want.
Yeah,
You know?
for sure.
So that's the only way to learn.
You ready, Alicia? Yeah.
You guys have fun.
Yeah. I mean, I'll bring them back, guys, and then yeah, we'll be safe.
Yep.
Yeah,
Don't
so
worry.
we're guardian.
Yeah, I understand.
I'm so responsible.
Alright, have fun, guys. Have fun. Yeah.
We got to enjoy the two baddies.
Alright. Gentlemen, let's see. It's been roughly 5 minutes now, so let's get back into our expedition. Is everyone present to continue?
One guy is making a sandwich right now. We should be
Okay.
able to-
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. We got Giovanni, Steven,
Right here.
Tulio, Jerry's here. Alright, Golden and Kinyo. We're just gonna wait on them. Alright, we got a couple more minutes before we continue. If you guys want, at some point, y'all can send a photo of your characters in the chat, in the media if you want. I can try to sketch it out. Try to keep it, of course, old school fantasy looking if you can. I can't draw anything not old school fantasy looking, so if it's like a Catman or something like that, it wouldn't match the style of the game, right? So anything that looks at your character, right, is fine. So give me an idea of what your character's like, and I can add a little sketch to your record sheet if you want. That's how I did it for the other ones. Otherwise, it'll just be random based on you know, what I know of your character.
Nice beard.
That's good. All right. Alright, we'll just ping them just in case. And then we're starting again. Oh, Gold's back. Okay. So we're waiting at Kinyo then.
Here.
Oh.
Got back.
Okay, good. Alright. Good job, guys. Alright, welcome back. We are in the last half of our game, so probably encounter something soon, hopefully, and get some money, and then wrap it up. Go and enjoy your spoils, right? Alright, so we left off with half the group setting out for the trench, right? The other half just keeping an eye on it, taking care of the animals and such. So the half of the crew that's going out is being led by Charles, looks like, on foot. Charles, your dog, is kind of up ahead, your hound, I mean. He's like, you know, sniffing around, leading the way forward, right? His name is Achilles. He's an old, strong dog, 6 months older than since he last adventured. He's had a very peaceful life for a while. But he knows how to do his job. He's trained, right? A hound dog, trained to do, you know, what hounds were originally purposed for, right? Hunting and such. Yeah, your group, it gets over to the stakes and such, and it starts to smell pretty bad. It starts to smell, so out here it smells very earthy, right? The valley smells like plants and water, rocks and such, right? You get up there, it starts to stink. It starts to smell of course, decay, right? As you might expect an abandoned trench to be, right? In such a strange location and such. Out here you start to smell decay. You start to hear the sounds of insects buzzing. Something may have died out here. It starts to stink really bad. You smell that when you get to, of course, the wooden entrenchment obstacles, those stakes, right? Those tank spikes or caltrops, huge wooden caltrops, right? So it's probably coming from the trenches, right? Do you guys want to continue anyway, despite that smell? Despite the sound of buzzing? Something may have died up there.
Where's our paladin?
He's, I think the paladin chose to wait. He's further back. He's waiting, right?
Oh, he's standing guard, isn't he?
Yeah, he's guarding from about 30 feet.
Standing guard.
Okay, I'm kind of scared, but I'll, you guys want to continue forward? Yeah?
Wasn't there undead here? When the smell of I guess something dying, you kind of like
Yeah, so the hound is starting to growl a little bit, right? It's starting to sense something maybe. Something's wrong. Right?
Should we like wait over a paladin or something?
You guys want to go back into paladin? Yeah, it starts to smell pretty bad.
It just comes where you see a dead body.
Yeah. It doesn't smell like a fresh kill either. It smells like it's been rotting here for a while. Like it's like an old rotting smell, right? Actually, the report came in about a few days ago about the goblins not doing anything anymore, and a party of adventurers ventured out just a couple days ago, right? They actually just skipped the trench, right? They just went over it and continued toward the mine.
Yeah.
So
I think we should continue going. Fuck it.
just press on, ignore it, climb down and out.
What do you guys think?
Is there any way I can wave him over? So do you feel like it's
Yeah.
kind of like
Yeah,
a bit
so
of foreshadowing?
Matthew is waving over the rest of you from further back. Charles is maybe questioning the situation, you know, openly with his
I'm
crew.
just looking forward,
Yep, on
making
guard.
sure everything's. Yep.
Sounds good. And I think also up here with you guys is Spike. Spike is behind Charles, right? Spike, what do you want to do or say at this time?
I'm just gonna stay real quiet and be even more sneaky. I'll go up next to a wall that looks like
A stake wall, sure. Or a Caltron stick over. Okay. And as
Good
that's
idea.
yep, you can all do that if you want as you wait here for the rest of the crew, or and of course discuss the situation openly.
Alright. Together, I guess?
Yep, sure.
Pete, you want to sneak in? You want to sneak in after everybody gathers up?
I can.
No. Well, I'm just asking.
So
if you
Spike
don't want to, we can
shakes
just
his head
charge
and
in
then
and
you
I'll go for it. I'll go for it.
race.
Moving dead guy around the corner. You guys go for it. Maybe I'll shoot him in the back.
Right?
Okay.
Trust us, yeah.
Okay. In the meantime, while that was all happening up at the front, the rest of you were keeping your eye out from the back, particularly Muhammad, Asparagus, and Tabasco, right, keeping their distance. Tabasco, you'll have visual in the situation, and as they got up there, the crew halted for a bit. You saw them kind of conversing among themselves. You saw Matthew kind of wave you guys forward. So at that time, Tabasco, how would you react? Do you want to continue forward or something else?
I'm gonna quickly realize to myself, what the fuck am I doing? This is stupid. And then go over to my group.
Okay. And then Muhammad and Asparagus, how would you react?
I'm going to stay here.
Okay.
Oh. So, everybody went already?
Not everybody. You and Muhammad are still further back. It looks like Muhammad doesn't want to go up there, but Matthew's waved you over.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna tell Muhammad to come because somebody's telling us to. So I don't think it's dangerous.
No, I'm gonna watch behind us, and I have to watch the horse.
I should have done shift raids. I really just needed to
Okay. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna stay here just to cover Muhammad if anything happens.
Okay. Yep. So you guys stay back, and the others push forward, and some of them are just waiting on your crew. The only one that pushed forward looks like was Tabasco. Tabasco, you get on their position. They're just kind of behind one of those wooden stakes, right? At this time, your group of 4 now can decide the next move. You guys want to make your way into the trench or something else?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
I should probably know my thoughts. I think you should see the existential corpses now.
Sorry, one more time?
Oh, I think I should let the paladin know my thoughts, or does he like smell the corpses?
Does someone smell?
Yeah. That's a good idea, actually. He's asking what he smells because he's probably dealt with the dead before.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. See what he
Like,
smells.
I ask him what he smells.
Oh,
what
yeah.
does he get from the situation?
Okay, sure.
I tell him I smell corpses and have a bad feeling it might be the undead we heard before.
Alright, yeah, Tabasco, you're smelling the same thing when you get up there naturally. It smells like rot, right? Decay. It smells like something's died here a while ago. So it's not a fresh kill or anything, right? A fresh kill doesn't really give off a smell right away. This smell looks like it's been lingering for a while. It's like a very rancid, sour, dead smell, right? You can hear the bugs buzzing up ahead.
Very good.
I think so. Alright.
We go forward.
Okay. Yep. You 4 of you. Are you guys going single file? You guys want to be a line? How do you guys want to make your approach? Stay in formation. What kind of formation?
Okay. Do you guys want to be a line, or do you guys want to?
You guys can also like go. You can what's that called? You can be
Yeah. A staggered column.
Okay, staggered. Yeah, staggered formation. All right. So staggered, moving west.
Yeah. Let's do a staggered column. I'll be in first.
Okay. So a column. Okay. Alright. So you guys are moving west, staggered.
Okay.
And the first one in looks like it's Charles. As soon as you get up to the edge of the trench, you can see inside. And when you get down there, you find that it's empty, right? It's just kind of flooded with water a little bit here and there. Yeah, it's just flooded with water. You can see like the bugs munching on the mud, something covered in mud, right? So like there's like muddy, covered pieces of flesh in there under like tattered cloth, right? But for the most part, there's little to no meat left, right? It's mostly just kind of like muddy rags, deflated corpses, pieces of armor, weapons laying around. What you do make out from the rainwater that clears it is, of course, they're just mostly actually just bones now, right? So the bones of grotesque men, roughly your size, right? So grotesque-looking skulls, their skulls they're very grotesque. That means they're not human, right? They're probably the hobgoblins, so they have a different shaped head, right? It's very large forehead or something, right? Very long face. Very grotesque, right?
I want to try something.
So they've been dead for a while. It's like their meat has already been eaten up. You're not sure what's causing the rancid smell anymore. Maybe lingering flesh, maybe the marrow, maybe the bugs,
Okay.
right? That's clear. You don't see anything dangerous. All right.
Okay. So, okay. Fuck. Go and grab the Rangers. And we'll continue forward until. What does it look like? What am I looking at right now? Exactly. Is this like a canyon that's just a trench? Is it like?
Trench, I believe, is just full of water and corpses.
I don't feel safe about going into that water. I would like to try and cast something, if I may.
Okay. What are you trying to
You
cast?
probably know it, but turn on dead.
Okay. You want to try?
Just because I don't, I could fully believe that there's something in there just waiting for us.
All right. Yeah.
How
Try
big
to
is the
compel
water
evil
you
here.
can we see through it?
You can toss a rock in and test it out.
It's literally swamp water. You can't see 2
I think
feet
it's just a
into it.
puddle.
Yeah.
I thought it was a. I didn't.
Is it a puddle?
think it was
It's more like a lot of water.
Yeah. And
You're looking into a trench. It's somewhat flooded right now. There are.
How tall is the water? You can we see through it?
Yeah, it's shallow. You can see through it. It's murky. You can't see through it, but you can see like it's definitely shallow water, like puddles, muddy water. Right. There's like bugs in it. Right.
I'll attempt to step over it if the trench isn't too wide. I don't know how wide the trench is.
It's a 5 feet deep, 5 foot wide trench. It's a small trench.
Fuck it. I'll. What do you think? What do you think, Gold? Should I just go through it?
You can try if you want, but I'm still casting turn on dead if I can.
All right. So
At least somewhere. I already said I was doing it. I'm not stopping
Yeah, that's a
now.
good idea. No, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I'm gonna go through the water tonight, guys.
all right. So just to bring some order to the action, of course. Let's go down the list and make sure. Right. So I had you guys openly discuss for a bit, at least those at the front line. But now let's organize the action. So Tabasco is going to begin turning undead. Chalice is climbing in, avoiding the water. Spike, are you climbing in after him, or do you want to stay out here above the trench?
I'm gonna stay up above, yeah.
Okay. Provide some cover with your bows. Mohammed, do you want to continue waiting 45 feet away from the trench?
Yeah,
With the
I'm
horse.
watching like anything that could be coming from the other direction, like the direction arrow.
Oh, to the east, back the way you guys came.
While I'm up here, can I look down and like scout for items that might be valuable?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I'm looking towards the trench. So.
Okay, west. Very well. Tulio Asparagus, you're with Mohammed.
I guess I'll meet you at the ambushes. Is that on the east?
from the east, back the way you came, or do you want to look at the mountainside, north or south?
I think I'll take like in between them. You know what I mean?
Okay, so maybe like just look east. If you look east, you can kind of see the north and south. If you look north, you'll see the entire north side of the valley, right? Because you're cruising a valley that goes east to west, right? So north and south of you is the side of the mountain. East is the valley. So if you look east, you can see north and south still, but toward the east. If you look north, you only can see the north side. If you look west, you can see northwest, southwest, and west, of course. And if you look south, you just see the entire south side, right? So.
Alright. I'll do east.
East, okay. Very well. And then, of course, Matthew, as Charles is kind of wrapping up his talks with Tabasco, climbing in, Tabasco's praying. What's your move?
These castles that I cast and wait until after he casts.
Okay.
Cast it to travel through the water.
Okay, so you'll wait till he finishes the prayer
Yeah,
and then climb in? Okay. Alright, sure. So, in that case, someone takes immediate action, right, which is Charles, in the midst of the prayer. So, Charles, you're down in the trench, and, you know, you get down there avoiding the water, and you have the puddles, you know, you climb down. It's kind of slippery. It's not a very wide trench. It's mostly abandoned. Down here in the trench, you find, of course, a pile of firewood not too far away. You find tattered cloth and remains. You find broken, well, not broken, but rusty looking weapons among the remains. Flies everywhere. There's you know, entrenchment tools here and there. So like if you look down along the walls, you'll see like a hammer or a spade, right? They're rusty, poorly maintained tools. You see supplies down here too, particularly out in the open. You see like fire making supplies, like just torches or candles here and there, maybe like some spikes and ropes. So plenty of like entrenchment tools and supplies just kind of in the middle of this dirty, poorly maintained, abandoned trench, right? So tool here and there. It's all spread out though. Does any of that concern you, or do you want to just climb out, or what's your next move?
No, I'm just gonna continue.
Okay, so you start climbing out to the other side?
Yeah.
Okay. Get past this situation. As that's happening, back to Charles, sorry, not Charles, Tabasco. Tabasco roll 2d6 to see if you're able to sense anything or compel any evil here. You start praying.
Is there any modifier?
Yeah, sure. Wisdom can adjust this, I think. I'm gonna double check.
8.
What's your wisdom?
Wasn't it like?
Here, let's see. House rules. Oh, let's double check on here. Your wisdom is 14 plus 1 bonus.
So 9.
Okay. And I'm gonna make sure that wisdom can actually adjust this. Faith, yeah, turn undead. So it can help here. Right. So you start praying, and your prayers are maybe answered. Right? You pray over the trench, and suddenly there's a sign, right? The light of day shines over the trench and past it mainly, so to the other side, almost like an indication, right? So it shines past, not over, of course, any of the remains, but past them, like around them, and mainly further ahead, like a sign to just move on, right? Maybe to leave them alone, right? So, from the dark clouds above...
Okay, we must stay in this room now. Let's get our act in gear.
Okay. So ignore the dead remains. Okay. So yeah, you got some sign from God maybe to avoid possible danger, right? As you prayed, maybe you take it as a sign. And as that was going on, you know, I think the other guys were kind of just staying back. I think one guy was looking into the trench for anything valuable down there. Looks like the most valuable things that could be salvageable and sellable back in town could be the weapons, the pieces of armor, maybe even some of the tools. The armor, there's not much armor in there actually. The only signs of armor include like shields, right? So you can see like some shields on the sides of the trench, but they're covered in mud, and they look rusty, like the metal bits, like the shield bust, right? Or not the bust, but the I forgot what the metal piece is called. Starts with a B, I think. But yeah, the metal bits of the shield are rusty. Yeah.
Do I see any like maces or daggers?
Let's see. Yeah, so your party can see. There's definitely some good weapons in there. Yeah, there are some decent weapons and armor.
I want to do
shields. There's probably a mace in there. Yeah, probably a mace. So hobgoblins typically own all kinds of actual weapons. They don't really restrict themselves, it looks like. So you could possibly find a mace down there. I suppose if you look hard enough, you might see one.
I'm gonna ask if anyone wants to
Loot
follow
weapons.
me to loot some weapons.
Yes, arm up.
Anybody?
Right. Some free tools and
Anyone wants
weapons.
to join me? I'm not going alone.
Go for it. I'll protect you.
Alright, yeah, Charles. You want to protect them from in the trench or from outside? Because you were climbing out, right, to the west side, the other side.
Yeah, I know. I wanna protect him from the other side of the.
Okay, so you'll stay above the trench, but just on the west side instead of the east. Okay. You'll watch over him. What weapon do you want to equip then to kind of watch over?
The broadsword or the longsword. Broadsword.
Broadsword. Okay. Yeah, you've got your broadsword out. I suppose the main thing, if you guys want to proceed, which is your current task, is to get past this trench. Unless you guys just want to loot up here and head back to the village, which is already a profitable expedition. If I say so myself, you know, this is technically a win if you just loot this trench and head back. The next time you can go past it, right, and actually enter the mine. But yeah, depending on what you guys want to do. Or you could do both, technically. I think we're running low on game time, though. We're already 2 hours and 44 in, so we might.
I guess I need to change as well.
So yeah, we might just loot up the trench then, if you guys are okay with that. Because also, for Charles to get the horse across, he used to get back, or someone has to ride it and get to leap across the trench, right? The horse is capable of leaping, but there's no bridge here, right? So, yeah. And the stake walls are in the way, so you have to move them and clear it out. Make sure it's a safe leap. So the purpose of those things is to prevent vehicles from pressing through, right? Like horses, for example, charge their line. So the horse would crash into the trench and stumble in and injure themselves, right?
I'll show you some boards in next time.
Yeah, definitely, probably. Yeah, you look around, there's wood piles, wood stashes for fire, keeping heat. Even they need to stay warm. They're mammals too, I think, the hobgoblins. So, alright, your crew, to wrap this expedition up, so you guys can get onto your rewards for this game. It's a simple expedition, no real combat, it looks like. Do you guys want to loot this trench up then? Get down there, start picking up weapons?
Oh, I do it all sneaky like that.
Sneaky? Okay, so Spot, you're going to climb down carefully and quietly, and you're going to slowly grab the weapons, or quickly grab?
Yeah. I'll just slow. Whatever's sneakier. I'll do slowly.
I suppose slow is less noisy, right? It just, the risk is that it takes longer, right? So it gives the opposition more time to possibly react if there is any opposition, right? If there isn't, or if there, so you know, in real life, if you're fast, that's also sneaky to some extent, but you know, you might get heard, you might get seen, but you're faster to move, right? Versus slow, you're not making much sound, but you could possibly get seen a lot sooner since you're taking longer, right? So, kind of a trade-off, right? You want to make more noise, or you want to have more time to get spotted, basically, right? In this case, you're going for visuals, right? So your risk is being spotted, not heard, because since you're doing it slow, you're not making noise, right?
Doesn't seem like it's too dangerous here anyway. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm already doing this.
I think
Okay.
we're fine. I think.
Yep. So Charles, just keep watch. Spike is climbing into loot. Let's see, Matthew, you're in the trench too. Do you want to climb out? I think you were gonna climb in right after Tabasco finished praying.
Yeah, but if we're gonna loot up, I can. My peep as well. Which I don't think I have any skills for that. It's in character.
Yep. All right. So you're gonna head down and start grabbing some weapons too, or some armor, tools.
Yeah, it's just some things we can probably sell for more supplies for the next one.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. As he's doing that, back to Muhammad and Asparagus. You guys are to the east, keeping watch for the crew, taking care of the horse. You guys want to keep doing that or something else?
I guess I'll get the horse ready to leave.
You alright, getting ready to leave. Okay, so yep, the horse is pretty much ready to go. Maybe you tied it to a bush earlier to further secure it, but now you release it, right, and just hold the lead. As that's going on, back to Asparagus. By the way, the hound is with Charles still, I think. Charles, you had to like help the dog in and out of the trench, by the way.
Yep.
And then back to Asparagus. Do you want to wait with Muhammad and keep watch still, or?
Yeah, I'll keep watch.
Alright, you're watching east, looking along the mountainside as well. Alright, back to Tabasco. After your prayer, what was your next move? You want to climb in too, or?
I mean, yeah, I was told by the divine being that nothing is interesting in this place. Let's move on to the next.
Okay, so you're just climbing in and out, basically? Okay.
Okay, now I'm a bit confused.
Alright. So you're climbing in and out of the trench, right?
Probably gonna loot up and then go back to town, sell that stuff.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Tabasco, you're gonna just help loot then? Get down there and start grabbing weapons and armor? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, back to Spike. This is where we have a situation. Spike, you're gonna roll a d6, okay? To, of course, break free of a potential trap. So go ahead and roll a d6. This is your chance to kind of jump out of a trap right now. You also get possibly a saving throw.
Yeah, keep
roll a
rolling.
d6. Oh yeah. Yep. So there's a 2 in 6 chance that you encounter a situation that you can't escape here, which is a trap. Okay. So as you're picking up a weapon, right? All right. So you did not trigger it. So, or at least if it did get triggered, you avoided it, right? So as you were picking up a weapon slowly and carefully, suddenly, as you reach for it, you started to feel something. You started to like notice something, right? Like you started to feel a really weird presence with you, right? Particularly, you felt like a hand caressed your foot for a second, and you looked there, and there's nothing there, right? So. You also like thought you saw something on the mountainside for a sec. Like you saw like a weird indigenous person for a sec, but they were gone as soon as you looked, right? Like a long-haired indigenous person. Some weird shit, right? Some like tribal stuff just a moment ago, right? You saw that, right? Like you know, it's still dark right now. It's still very dark, but y'all all in the trenches start to hear like. You know, some weird things, right? You guys start to hear like a click here and there, right? Like a weird noise. But you look and all you hear is just buzzing. But as you look back and forth, those in the trench right now, you know, you're starting to pick up some weapons maybe. I think the next person trying to pick up something was Matthew, right? So Matthew, when you like reached for a weapon, as you were reaching for it, you thought you saw someone like looking at you. When you look up, there's no one there, right? Okay, so you all start to notice weird things in the trench, right?
It might be best not to stick with that.
Okay, so what do you guys think?
We're gonna leave empty-handed.
Something weird's happening here.
Wait, so do I successfully get the loot?
You didn't. You were reaching for it, but before you could, you noticed a sign of a trap, right? Like you felt something, a presence, so you stopped, right? If you continued, it might have triggered it. So you, like, as you reached for it, you felt like someone grabbing at your foot. When you looked behind you, there was no one there.
Alright, I'm not gonna do it then. The fuck?
No, investigate.
Okay.
Investigate. Okay, I'll investigate.
Just just say I'm using my perception to see what kind of trap it is.
I use my perception to see what kind of trap it is.
Okay, well, you're using your eyes then to see the trap? Well, when you look behind you where you thought there might have been a trap, you don't see anything there, it's just mud, right? It's just a trench. You want to dig through it or something? Or do you want to take time to see if there's something hidden? Cover or conceal?
I'm gonna pussy out and jump out of the trench.
Okay.
Back towards the town.
Alright, you climb out empty-handed, right? Charles, you're still on the other side.
I'm also gonna tell everyone that I was creeped out and I started seeing.
I'm gonna. Is anybody gonna? I say, is anybody gonna take anything? Yes or no? Yes or no? I need one yes. Okay, nobody wants to do it. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna just jump into the trench, jump out of the trench on the other side, and we're gonna go home and empty-handed.
Okay, you guys sure?
Yeah,
Alright.
come home alive. You look at the positives here.
Matthew, you're leaving too?
I don't know. It's just really. I hate saying this, but it's like a bad vibe.
Okay, I mean, the last group that came through here also skipped the trench.
Not the safest option.
They didn't notice the trench, but they skipped it. They went straight to the mine. You guys decided to investigate. At the mine, they actually encountered something supernatural, right? They encountered something similar to this, except they fought it because they had I guess they had a lucky roll with one of their clerics, like how Gold did today, TABASCO. So.
Is those skeletons like in the water?
There's bones. Remember, they're heavily decayed, right? So you looked at the remains, and they were already just bones, right? Like barely any flesh and hair on them, right? Covered in mud.
Yeah, those are coming alive if we pick up the weapons, guys. Let's go.
I knew it.
So
I'm gonna apologize and just leave.
Alright, so it looks like the whole crew is leaving.
Hop over this thing.
I guess better to live another day than to die taking a risk. Or possibly get into something dangerous. Are you guys all on board with that? I guess the most we learned today or gained was knowledge on the trench, I suppose. Are you guys willing to go back empty-handed, or do you guys want to do something else?
I think one of our big guys should move, and then I'll let you keep watching for above again.
You're hilarious, bro. How many, just looking at the area, how many skeletons are, like, how many skulls specifically are there on the ground?
Yeah, good question. Alright. You see a total of... half a dozen, roughly, 7 skulls, or 7 skeletal remains down there in the trenches.
You fucking crazy, bro.
So it'd be a 6 versus 7 if they were skeleton undead or undead skeletons.
Yeah, hey DM, how many HP points does an undead have, or skeleton have?
It's pretty low. However, the main issue is if they are
actually, what's the AC?
If they are magic skeletons, like magically created, right? So magic ones, of course, might not be able to take any damage from normal weapons, right? Like certain special undead sometimes can't be affected by normal weapons. You're the only one with a magic weapon, so the rest of the crew might not be able to do anything against the spirit. Right?
Do you guys actually want me to do this? Because I will.
Am I out of the trench yet?
You're out of the trench now.
Do you guys want to play more or not? Because if so, like, that's good. No. This is gonna cut. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here.
Okay, so I guess today, 0 profits. At the very least, we have your characters created, and we gained some knowledge in the trench, so we're more ready next time we come back. There is a cheap weapon that you can use against undead in this game, which is holy water. A vial of holy water is 5 coppers, I think, and deals heavy damage to undead. So next time since you have knowledge of possible certain undead to fight, you can become better equipped next time. Like bring in a crew that's more equipped for undead.
So I have 5 copies.
That's perfect. Yeah.
I
So
think you can dip your nose in the holy water.
yeah, possibly. Might not be as effective, but
Already assured them better.
all right. So if that's it for tonight, we'll go into the wrap of the game. We'll head back to town to decide what you guys do after the expeditions. Now, usually that time is spent enjoying your spoils, right? Like getting rewarded and using those rewards, right, to like improve your character or to enjoy your character more. However, if you didn't win, like if you didn't get profit, then there's not much you can do during this time. So, I mean, if you guys didn't use up all your money, you could buy the group a drink or go gambling or, you know, find a, you
Let's
know.
go gambling.
Okay.
I think we
Yeah, you know what?
Trouble on.
No, I think we should go to the church.
I will.
Holy
Go
water.
pray.
How much coins do I have? How many coins do I have, Ethan?
How many coins do you need for?
How many coins do I have?
Oh, how many coins do you have? Okay. Charles has 48 coppers on person, so on your horse, and then banked.
Yeah.
Banked. You currently have 261 banknotes.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put it all on black.
Oh my god.
You want to bet?
I'm
Okay.
gonna put all the.
Bro, you sold, it's always red.
All that I have in hand. I'm
All right.
gonna put on black.
Well, before we roll anything, let's make sure everyone else has a chance to choose if they want to do anything or not. So, we are wrapping up the game. This is called post
and
game.
then if I win,
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy everybody a drink.
Okay, very well. All right. So we are entering the last part of the game, which is post game, right before we end it. So this is like after the expedition. So usually it's time to decide what your characters do after, right, their adventures. So usually it's the time to upgrade, to get their rewards, to spend their rewards, right, to like enjoy themselves, right, your hard-earned work. Okay. So unfortunately, there's no rewards today. It's just kind of discussing what you guys do with what you have, right, after the expedition. So we know that Charles wants you guys to come with him to go gamble, and he promised you guys, or he made an offer to buy you guys a drink if he wins. Does the whole group want to go with Charles then, or do you guys want to do separate things? You guys are free to disband, right? Like the expedition is over.
Can I go preach Islam?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so Muhammad is going to go preach Islam somewhere in the village, and then anyone else want to take a different action? If you don't, by the way, if you don't want to take an action, it's fine. Your character will go do their own thing. They'll become an NPC and like do their own thing, right, in between adventures. So if you're good,
Yeah,
that's fine too.
Yeah, also Charles only got 5 copies, and just go spend it all in holy water. We shouldn't get one bottle now.
Okay, so Matthew's going to church to buy some holy water. Muhammad's going to go preach Islam. Charles is going to gamble. What about Tabasco and asparagus?
So is it alright if my character can just like do whatever he wants? Because I can help out.
Okay, yep. Yeah, so thank you to Leo for playing. I hope to see you at the next one. Asparagus will go do his own thing. Ranger
Alright,
stuff,
thank
yeah.
you.
Okay. Take care, brother. Thanks for playing. Have a good night. What about Tabasco? After the expedition, what would you like to do?
Boom.
Gold? You might be asleep.
Yes, sir.
Oh, never mind.
No, I'm about to go sleep. Yeah, what up?
What's your move after the expedition?
Well, considering I have no experience in any supernatural bullshit yet, nor have I seen the natives.
Right.
Does anyone actually tell me what the fuck is happening?
Oh, I did.
French.
I think I told you,
You-
I thought there was undead there.
There's an undead there. Turn undead.
No, back at the church, I assumed there was undead. I was paranoid, that's all.
I mean, fuck it, it's better than nothing. Turn undead, see what happens.
Alright, so you're just compelling evil in the village. And praying in the village. Okay, sure. Alright, so
Yeah.
we'll go back to Charles then. I guess, Charles, you went gambling alone. The crew disbanded.
I'm going.
Oh wait, Spike went with him.
Oh wait, we're at gambling, yeah, fuck.
Okay, you want to go with
Yes,
Charles? Okay, Spike went with you at least. And Charles, Tabasco.
Yeah. And I want to, like, instead of gambling with him, I want to, like, find a girl and tell her a cool story about what we just saw.
Okay.
Like, serious shaman people watching us.
Sure, yeah. Alright, so we'll start with Charles. Charles, we do have a gambling system, like a rule set that just kind of like rolls up whether or not you profited or not, right? So,
Okay.
if you go into listed items, you can see the chart. If you scroll up a bit, you'll see free time activities. You want to look at the gambling chart. I'll also copy paste this in the chat in case it's easier to see. So I'll put that in the voice chat, the chart at least. So the gamble system, right? You're just gonna roll 2d6. Before you roll 2d6, you're gonna actually place a bet. You're gonna put a wager of how much you're willing to lose, right, or gain, or how much money you're willing to bet, right? So, how much do you want to bet though? Out of your,
I had 48.
yeah, you got 48 on you.
I'll put on 48.
Okay, so now you're gonna roll 2d6, and you can see like the possibilities, right? If you roll a 2, 0 change. 3 to 5, minus 100% of that. 6 to 8, minus half of that. 9 through 11, add half of that, so 50% profit. And a 12 is 100% profit, so double your money.
Can you roll it for me, Ethan? I trust your rolls.
Alright, well, this is a really dangerous roll. Are you sure? You don't want to use the bot?
Yeah, I'm all for it, bro.
Alright, here we go. So it's a 6 and a 2. So that equals, as you can see on the chart, minus 50%. So you didn't lose everything, you lost half.
That's
So you're
okay.
at 24.
That's okay.
You want to keep going, or you want to stop there?
No, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done.
So that's 24 days of pay you just lost. Let's see. Okay. Alright, that's okay. While that was going on, of course, to end the expedition tonight, Spike went to go talk to a random tavern girl, or was there anyone particular? Like, there's bar maidens. I'll give you some options. Bar maidens, local girls coming in for a drink tonight, or there's also maybe even, you know, prostitutes. There's, of course...
Okay, I think that's what I call it quits. Have a good one, Ethan.
Yep,
Have a good one, everybody.
Take care, Jerry.
Have a good night.
Thanks for playing.
Yeah, I'll talk to just some random town girls who came in for a drink.
Okay.
I don't have any money. Prostitutes are going to tell them to fuck off anyway.
Yeah. Alright, so you talked to the random locals that came in for a drink. They're just two older women, right, probably unmarried or something, right? Maybe widows. Came in to drink at the bar tonight, the tavern, right? You want to talk to both of them or just one of them?
I'll go up to one of them.
Okay, so between the two, they both look older, right? But one's definitely maybe better looking, depending on what your preferences are. So one is just kind of an old fat lady with curly hair, right? Slightly curly hair, short curly hair. The other is a very skinny older lady with straight black hair, very long, right? They just look like old friends.
Probably more money.
The bigger one, right?
Yeah, talk to the bigger one.
Okay, so what do you want to say to her?
I want to tell her that. Let's see. I'm gonna ask her if she's ever seen the shaman people before.
Okay, so you walk up to her, you say that to her, let's see how she reacts, right? Because there's a chance she doesn't even like how you look, right? So 8, right. And let's check out your charisma score. So Mr. Spike here. Okay, you have a charisma of 10, so you look average. So she rolled an 8, so she's confused. She's like, looking at you strangely. She's like, no, right? And then she goes, well, it's kind of, she's not gonna react negatively though. So she kind of like waits for you, right? Her friend is, you interrupt her and her friend. So what's next?
I'm gonna tell her that my mercenary company and I just got back from across the border, or like wherever we were. What's that spot that we were at?
You were in HARMOK.
Trench.
Yeah, trenches.
Yeah, we'll tell her that we were out there, and I'm gonna tell her that when I tried looting for weapons and stuff, that I narrowly missed a trap snagging my foot, and at that same time I looked around and I saw some like cloaked dude. He was cloaked, right? Like cloaked dude with long hair watching us, like wherever he was at. I can't remember.
Okay. So you're telling her something very disturbing. Let's see. and
Yeah.
She reacts really positively. She's very intrigued. She's like, her eyes widen right from the story. Her friend maybe starts listening to the, like, you know, they hear who you are. They're kind of impressed as soon as they hear your occupation, right? It's not unusual. The majority of people, only 1% of the population does what you do, right? So, and then of course they listen to your story. They react positively, like, go on, what happened, right?
we had our cleric guy. He's a cleric, right? The one who cast the Paladin.
Yeah.
Who did the Turn Undead thing.
Yeah, he does have that too.
Yeah, it's nice to starting.
And then up next, I think it was the Paladin who tried to pick up the weapon, and then he saw him too. So I'm gonna tell them that our plan is to go back with some holy water to make sure that just gonna tell her how cool we are. You know, we're just like, oh yeah, we're about to go back there with some holy water and mess those guys up. We're gonna fight some skeletons tomorrow.
Okay, let's see how she reacts to that. Alright, she reacts neutral this time, so she's like, oh, okay. So it kind of de-escalated maybe her interest. Like, alright, well, good luck with that, right?
And then I tell her it might be my last day alive, and that it would be terrible if I died without the touch of a woman.
Alright. She reacts neutral, so she's like, oh, I'm sorry to hear. I hope you find someone, right? Maybe her friend reacts positively. Her friend reacts positively and says, she says, well, you're pretty cute. Maybe, maybe we could do something, right? They're like 50 or 30 something, right? They're old in medieval times, like old crones, right? At the bar, by the way.
Yeah, so I asked her if she wants to get out of here, and we'll go back to her place.
Okay, let's see what she says. She doesn't like that idea. She says, maybe we go back to yours, right? And by the way, your character's homeless. He's joined the missionary company. He does have a family home, though, so he can go back to his parents, right? Or his relatives.
That's not happening.
Alright.
I'm gonna see if
you can rent a room if you have money.
Is Charles still here?
Charles is NPC, and he left. His character was at the gambling table a moment ago, but you heard him, like, you know, he wasn't mad or sad. He was just kind of neutral about losing all his money. Everyone in the tavern went crazy because he came in like bustling, right, like covered in armor, weapons. Everyone like knows this guy's a hero in town, basically, right? An old household or an old elf guard, right, from the old campaigns. He's came in betting money. Whoever won thanked him so much for playing and wished him better luck. So he just paid 24 days of pay, so it's about equivalent to $2,400 from one game, and he just lost. So.
I try to push.
Can we see how much I lose?
We'll see in a sec.
Yeah.
Let's see, Spike. To wrap up your encounter, though.
Let's say like. Oh, so wait, you're gonna gamble next? Are you gonna do some gambling?
Gold's gonna, Tabasco. While you were, of course, talking to him.
So I wave him over. I say, hey man, if you win this next bet, how about you buy a round for all four of us?
Okay. Before you do that, you will look for him. But as you're looking for him, we're gonna go to him. So while you were talking to the woman, while of course Jerry's character Charles was gambling, Tabasco also went to gamble. So Tabasco, how much did you bet?
How much money do I have?
You have 5 coppers.
I'm betting 5 coppers.
Okay. Roll 2d6 when you're ready.
What is it I wanted above to at least be 50 plus, right?
Yeah, 9 to 12 is good.
9 to 12, okay. 2d6. I got a 7.
It's minus 50%, so you lost 2 for your first lose. You'll lose 3 next time, possibly.
Alright, let's do this again.
You're at 3. Roll when ready.
2d6. Let's do this.
Positive.
I got an 11.
Plus 50%, so this time we round, because we rounded on the benefit side last time, we had to round on the losing side this time. So you gained 1 this time. You're at 4. You want to keep going?
Sure.
Okay, all for it?
I lost it all.
Oh, darn. Darn it. Next time, maybe. Yeah. The odds are always going to be against you in gambling, so. Slightly for you, but mostly against.
You remember, there have been some times when
Where it was
I have
equal.
been at odds with
Yeah.
that,
50-50.
There was that one campaign
Yeah.
where we got like 500 copper or something.
Yeah, you bet it a
And I
huge
just
amount.
said, fuck it, we bet it all, and I won.
Yeah.
Big time.
It was a huge win. 500 days of pay profit. Okay. That's really good. Let's go back to Matthew for a bit. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
There was also a time where I rolled like 10 times straight, and I got just like 10s, 9s, 12s, all the fucking way through. And we just kept rolling in the dock.
Yeah, that's true.
Didn't stop any point.
He had so much money built up at the time his coffers were filled. His old character.
That means by the yeah, one of the characters were on paper, so I can use him now.
Yeah.
Right.
Whenever
I'm
you're
heading
ready.
to bed. Good
Yep.
night.
Oh, good night. Thanks for playing Gold.
Good night.
Take care, brother.
Night, man.
Alright, to wrap up the game, we're just left with Giovanni's action, and to wrap up Spike's possible action with Tabasco if Tabasco sticks around. But yeah, back to Matthew. Matthew, you went to the church to go purchase some holy water?
Yeah, is there a confessional soon?
Yeah, you want to go confess, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, sure, yeah, you went to the confession at the church. This is one of the largest churches, or is the largest church in the particular region we're in. So it's a stone church. You walk inside, it's evening hours, so there's not many people here when you get inside. And you go to confess. What do you want to say?
I just want to say, I actually didn't have no what to confess, but I don't think it's gonna give me 2 seconds.
Okay, yeah, take your time. The father is, he's patient with you, right?
I guess I want to say I regret not spending more time with, I guess, my brother before he died to Goldbox.
Mm.
And I hope that this eventually will come more fruitful than his. You know, as a, I guess, taking on the mantle a bit.
Alright.
That's it. I don't really have, my characters don't really do much then.
Yep. The father listens to you here, or whoever this guy is behind the confession, right? Unfortunately, it was a negative reaction, so it's not what you wanted to hear. It wasn't as helpful as you hoped, right? I guess he kind of gives you some advice. He listens to you and hears you, and he understands your regret, but tells you to remember to love yourself, that what you do now will honor your brother, right? But it doesn't really tell you what to do other than to continue loving yourself and continue doing what you're currently doing, right? Honoring your brother's wishes and, improving yourself and staying close to God, basically, right? Continue you're on the right path, right? He says you're, despite you not being a clergyman, I think, or a paladin or whatever, coming to church was good, and continuing your brother's career is good too, right? So.
I don't know what else to do. I don't think I have enough copper after buying the holy water to purchase the hen.
Let's see how much money you got.
I had 5 copper, I bought holy water, so I have 0 copper.
Oh yeah, you wanted to buy holy water. You see, so it's 5 copper. Actually, at the Church of MATSTOW, it's typically cheaper because it's more in supply, right? The demand is not as high. So if you want it, you can negotiate the price. Like you can see how much they're selling it for first before you buy the standard price.
Alright, how much is it?
Okay, well, you go up to one of the monks here at the temple and ask about, receiving some holy water for your expeditions and how much it would cost them to procure it and bring it for you, right? So, for the services of holy water and the rites and the time it takes, right, they ask that you can, of course, spare. Let's see if it's a positive reaction. So, she reacts normal to you. You have high charisma, so the monk here, or the nun, right, the maiden servicer. She's an old lady, and she says, you can get 2. She says, my son, you can get 2 flasks for 5 coppers, right?
I don't think I can argue with that. It's a much better deal than I thought of coming in.
Okay, yeah. So buying at the standard market, you would have to get, 1 only for 5, but you got 2 here at the actual church. So she receives your coin, and she tells you, she thanks you for it, and brings you, of course, 2 flasks of water prepared, holy water prepared for, of course, your expedition. Right? So they're in these like clay flasks. They've got a stopper on it, and she kind of instructs you of how to use it, right? It's got like a cross on it too. But she says they're handmade, and the water has been blessed, and you just kind of like splash it on the undead, right? Okay. All right. So, yep. I guess that's it for. Wait, Spike wanted to do one more thing, or? Okay.
I'm just going to tell the girl that, I don't feel comfortable bringing her back to my place yet, but if I survive tomorrow, well, and then I'd say that, maybe next time after we get to know each other, and I promised her that I won't die until I see her again.
Okay, let's see what she says. She reacts normally, unfortunately, so it's not a good or bad. She just says, alright then. Well, I hope you come back, right? Yeah.
Alright, then I get to turn in like a freak in the street or something. I'm homeless.
Well, you're not homeless anymore. You got a home, it's just not a house. It's a camp, right? You're a mercenary or adventuring camp with your crew. So
I go back to camp then.
Yep.
Do you have a camp?
Yeah, you guys have a camp. It just consists of mainly a fire currently, so you guys are technically hobos, but you live on the outskirts of the village for free. You don't pay any, major fees or house taxes or property taxes. You just live out there. You got permission from the locals to just encamp that area and provide your services from that base of operations. Eventually, you can upgrade your bases around towns, like add tents, build defenses. But yeah, I mean, some parties like to, live more lavishly and buy a home or rent a place or something like that, right? So. All right. For now, though, you guys live frugally. Okay. All right. Good job. Thanks for playing, Kinyo and Joni. I hope to see you at your next game. Take care. Have a good night.
Yeah. When is the next game? By the way, I don't know the schedule.
Oh yeah, the schedule is basically any time we have enough players. Typically on the weekends, we play. I just ping the server. Sometimes we play on the weekdays if I'm free and we have like 3 players and up free. Yeah, it's mainly dependent on who's on. We just like if we got guys on, we'll just hop on. That's it. Yeah. The schedule, the time is based in Central Time, so like, weekdays mainly most people are on in the evening hours of American time, and then of course the weekends is kind of very flexible. Like we like Gold's from Denmark. He's been playing with us since like 2022 or something. He has no problem. So Europeans and Asians can still play with us on the weekends at least. Kyle is from we have a guy named Kyle in here too. He's from I think Malaysia. He plays super often too. He's somewhere in Southeast Asia.
Part of multiple campaigns, like if another group of different guys show up, can I just make another character and join them too?
Oh no, it's an open table group. So whoever shows up plays. Your characters do their own thing when you're not playing. So you don't make a new character, you play your current character. It's a new day, new crew, right? Possibly old crew members will be there too. But whoever's on goes on campaign. The idea is your characters.
What if you're dead though?
If you die, you make a new character. If you die, you're out of the crew, right? You have to make a new one. So.
Yeah, my character died last session.
Yeah.
This new one.
Yeah, this new one.
Oh, I got mauled by a blind guy.
You did? I'm sorry about that. That's tough. Luck.
That's cooler than what I got. I got shot by a cool.
Yeah, you did. Wicked dog, man. Alright.
Yeah.
Well, right on, you guys then. I'm going to take off. I'll check for things.
Thanks for playing, brother.
Nice playing with you,
Take care.
bro.
Nice to meet you.
Later.
Alright.
You too.
See you. Have a good night, Giovanni. And Garlic, thanks for spectating. Hopefully next time you play with us. But you joined a little too late. Alright, take care, brothers. Yeah.
Yeah, I was cooking stuff, so.
Good night. Yeah, bye.
Take care, bro.
Night.